Oh! Oh! Look at what the cat dragged in, Jaybone.
We are here, and we are horribly late, as always. Dude, we're all going to be late for our own damn funerals. It's the truth.
How dare Trent be late to the podcast? I would never be late to the podcast. I would never do anything like that. How dare Trent? How dare he? The guy performs with Hemi live at All Glory, and now he's too good for the show. He's like Hollywood Trent now. He's a celebrity.
I think he got locked in the green room in the backstage of All Glory.
Very possible, very possible. Or maybe he got caught up with those damn Rascalz backstage. Still, quite possible, quite possible.
I thought he was straight edge.
Hey. Bound for glory, baby.
But welcome, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for being so patient. We love you. We appreciate you. And we're going to bring in our special guest. Trent will be here soon.
Trent's on his way. Trent's on his way.
Trent will be here. I jokingly said in the chat, I said, you're fired. I would never fire Trent, unless he banged my wife.
Possible. Very possible.
So I'm
gonna bang his wife.
There you go.
There we go.
So we're gonna bring in Whupsie now as special.
Oh, Whupsie.
Whupsie is here.
What's up, Whoops?
Long Island Scum connection.
Welcome, brother. Now, hold on a second. You guys were traveling together and hanging out, Bound for Glory weekend.
Dude, he was my sidekick for like a majority of the weekend, going to and from places.
Yep.
Yeah. And what did you say? You said about hospitality. What were you saying about?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, fuck Southern hospitality. It's all about the Midwestern hospitality.
Hey.
The whole weekend with Trent and Jaybone.
Oh, yeah. He showed up to All Glory and said how a Lyft charged him between $40 and $50 to get there. From the hotel to All Glory, which is basically, a good chunk of Chicago. But still, it's like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, I will take you back to your hotel and I will pick you up Sunday for all the shiznits. And, so we did a lot of traveling together. We got to know each other. We shared some Taco Bell.
Hey.
And, man, we just had a blast,
Hold up. On the topic of food, now, I know you guys held an official TNI pizza party, but I saw on Twitter, Whupsie down here didn't eat any of the pizza. Whupsie, how do you go to Chicago at the TNI pizza party and not have any Chicago deep dish or glorified casserole, as a lot of people like to call it? We're New York guys. You
gotta put me down in the Guinness World Records, on the Guinness Book of World Records. First guy to ever go to Chicago and not have deep dish.
It's because you're vegan, isn't it?
No, they have vegan ones too. Like I looked it up. It was like in the north side.
The fuck's up, man? Why? How do you go and not have the pizza?
I just had some spaghetti. You can't go wrong with that.
All right. And Jaybone, you were saying the other guy hanging out with you guys, Will was scarfing the pizza, inhaling it.
I didn't time it, but Trent said he finished his in just over 5 minutes.
A whole pie?
A whole freaking pie. It was a small pie, but it was still
Fat asses.
Yeah.
Inhaling the pizza. Inhaling the pizza.
Inhaling something there, yeah. Is that what they call it now?
Hey.
But yeah, he polished his off. Okay. Before we go any further, I want to publicly say, and I thank them there. I got to say that the first Total Nonstop IMPACT podcast pizza party, say that 10 times really fast, going into Bound for Glory weekend was a success. We had a handful of people there. It was Trent, me, Whupsie, and of all people, now I didn't know these people. I've seen them before, but I don't know them. And the fact that they showed up just completely made my day. Vest guy, I guess they call him Vest guy. He's always in the front row at the Impact tapings and all the shows.
Oh, he had the EC3 jacket, then he had the Moose jacket. I don't know what he's wearing now, but that guy's a legendary Impact fan.
Yes.
Like
He was
ECW
sitting
hat guy.
across from me the whole time. So I kind of got to know him a little bit. Nice guy. Will from the UK. The UK.
Wow. I couldn't get there from New York, and there's no excuses. Somebody came from the overseas, United Kingdom.
And I'm like, he came from the UK to see me. No, not really. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that big headed. And then Jessica, who's also from, I believe, your neck of the woods. Is that what she said? I believe.
Wouldn't know.
She's but she was also here. What I'm gonna do, give me 2 seconds here. I have a picture of everyone. No, that's not it.
Come on, Trent. I just called you Trent. Come on, Jaybone. Pull it up.
Yeah, I got it.
Get it up, Trent. Get it up, Jaybone. You can do it.
You can do it!
You can do it.
View, 100%. Zoom out. Oh, for crying out loud. There. Okay, this is a good view of them. These three were at. Come on, share screen.
I'm gonna call Trent live on the air. See where he's at. Well, while you do that.
All right, so these three who were front row at Bound for Glory were at our pizza party, and I just was like, "Holy cow!" So there you see Jessica, Vest Guy, and Will, and we all just hung out for a few hours and had a blast. So I just want to share who was there and say thank you for coming. And then we also, here's a picture of all of us. Damn it, that's not it either.
Oh, put up the real version, the one I put up. That's the real version. I was there.
I didn't. No,
I was there.
I didn't do that one.
I was there in spirit. Damn it.
You were. Yeah, I didn't download that one.
He's about to show you the fake news version.
Now, hold. Now, I gotta ask, Jaybone. You and Trent invited the listeners out for a pizza party. Yeah. I gotta know, did you guys pick up the bill, or did they have to pay for their own pizza?
Well, Trent, or she say, Whupsie and I got there last, and they all put in their orders before Whupsie and I did.
But did they pay for them, or did you guys chip in?
We all paid for our individual bills.
Scumbag!
Bunch of scumbags. You invite them out for a pizza party. You make them pay for themselves? What kind of party is that?
Oh, no. And it's not like, well, because the waitress was like, I'm assuming we're doing individual bills here. And then
I've worked in before. When you come out with a bunch of people and you all want separate checks, I'm spitting in everybody's food. Everybody's getting a loogie hocked, and that is annoying. It happens.
I was going to offer to pay a good chunk of the bill. So I didn't have that opportunity, so I put it towards the tip towards our waitress, and our waitress was amazing. She was a sweetheart, and we even got her in some of the pics. I shared them on all the social medias, so you can go to the social medias, check them out. But yeah, I'll call it a success. We had 6 people there, and it was nice. It was conservative. It was great.
Yeah, shout out to Tina.
Shout out to Tina.
Did you tip Tina?
Giordano's.
Yeah, Giordano's in.
Yo, Trent.
Yeah.
We're on the air, pal. You're on speakerphone. What's the ETA right now?
You gotta give me about 10 minutes. I'll be on. I promise.
All right. Well, the loungers can hear you right now. If you'd like to tell them anything.
I'm so sorry, loungers, but listen, it'll be worth it because I was at all 3 events Bound for Glory weekend, so I promise you it's going to be a great story. Trust me, I'm running a little late for good reason. And and if I could explain it on the air, I think Kyle, your scumbag ways will appreciate why I'm late today. But because today I'm the scumbag, Kyle, not you. That's right.
You're scumbag of the week for that one. Well, actually, right now on air, I'm actually attacking Jaybone because you guys invited the loungers out to a pizza party but made them pay for their own pizza. What a bunch of cheapskates.
Pay for their own pizza, and we're going to talk about that. I mean, I know I'm on the air now, but when I get on my microphone on screen, Don't worry, Lodge. You're going to hear all the stories about what happened.
Well, Critical Sting just wrote in the chat that Chicago traffic equals 30 minutes. So I guess that's a thing.
Yeah, no kidding. No doubt about it. Listen, trust me, Kyle, the amount of stories I got, that include Jaybone's ways. Scumbag apple didn't fall far from the tree. Let's just put it that way. You might be related to Jaybone already if they have a million followers.
Well, we got Whupsie in here too. You know, we had to replace our brown guy with a different brown guy. We need a brown guy. You know.
I figured he'd balance out the brown. Whupsie, cover the brown guy level for me.
It's for the demographics. That's right.
Yep.
Cover the brown guy quota for me. I'll be right there. In the meantime, Whupsie's there. Give me 10 minutes.
Pedal to the metal, Trent. Run through the red lights. Run through the stop signs. Do it like Kyle would. Come on.
I'm currently looking at a photo of Moose laid out in a very provocative position.
Oh, hold that for the show, pal. We'll see you soon. All right. Jaybone, why don't we kick off with some Impact news, shall we? To keep the ball
All right, so this was a loaded weekend of signings. Let's talk about some signings, shall we, folks? And I've seen a lot of comments in the chat. Everyone's already sharing some opinions. If you want to reshare them for the sake of the live chat, by all means. For those who came in maybe a little later, we got some Impact news.
Impact news. I don't have that bite loaded up. I got to get that.
What the fuck, dude? Seriously?
That was from the first era of the show when we weren't live. That was a sliced bit. So I got to get that one.
You at least got to do like the Sesame Street Muppets thing.
We'll rework that, you know? Impact news in my ass. All that.
Okay, so let's talk some signings because we had some signings. And I had some footage. What the? You're eating, dude?
Don't mind. It's a Whopper.
All right, I'll talk. You eat.
The staple of good health. Whopper.
Whupsie was there. Whupsie was a grand witness to the first one we're going to talk about. It was such a great moment at this show. It was a very unique show. We're going to talk about All Glory, the headliner event of All Glory. Larry D versus AC Baby, Ace Romero. And they had a hell of a fight. Two big guys just clobbering the shit out of each other. Whupsie, what did you quick tell the folks? What did you think about this match?
They had some big spots that night. I don't even know how he had how AC had any room for like any big spots for the for Bound for Glory. Him and Larry D were taking dives off of the through the ropes, like onto each other outside, chopping each other up, kicking each other. I'm like, damn, like,
those guys impressed.
No wonder. It started off slow, but then they started hitting each other. It seemed like they wanted to knock each other out.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was it started out slow as a big test thing, like, hey, we're gonna do this. Yes, we're gonna do this. All right, let's do this. And then they just got into it. It was great. So
I love the rough stuff.
So AC Baby ends up with the win. This one could have went either way, but I was rooting for AC because I've been a fan of his for a while. I won't say what shows I've seen him on. Excuse me. But I've seen him on, Tommy Dreamer's show, House of Hardcore, among several others. I've become a big fan of him. He even spent a cup of coffee in a couple AEW shows. So felt like maybe he was going to get signed there, and he didn't. Someone else steps into the ring to congratulate him and put him over by the name of Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore enters the ring with something in his back pocket. Now, I'm not talking about a wallet or a comb, folks. Not I know anything of what the fuck a comb is.
Been a long time.
It's been about 20 years, folks. It's been about 20 years. Not like I comb anything else. Anyways, so Scott D'Amore gets in the ring, and at first he puts over Larry D as he's getting out of the ring, because I'm like, oh, it's both their nights. But no, it was not Larry D's night. tells AC Baby to get back in the ring. He's not done yet. Puts him over, whips a contract out of his back pocket, hands it to the man. He says, here is a 3-year deal for Impact Wrestling. It was a very cool, emotional moment. I had a lump in my throat. Whupsie, I'm sure you had a lump in your throat watching it live because it was crazy.
Yes, sir.
Ace started crying in the ring. It was awesome. It was just a great moment. Incredibly proud of him. And he signed it live, and a lot of pops, just tremendous. I ran into Larry D at the end of the show, patted him on the back and said, hey, man, next time it's going to be you. Because I felt kind of bad for him, but, he was like, hey, you just got to keep plugging, right? And I said, just keep doing what you're doing, man. People are starting to notice it, seriously. So, that felt good talking to him. But what do you guys think about AC Baby getting signed?
Well, it looks like the loungers are talking about Burger King in the chat right now. And, it looks like AC Baby enjoys a little bit of Burger King himself. Nothing wrong with that.
Could be.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
Richard Cartilage used to work at Burger King, apparently. Richard, is there anything we should know about behind the scenes at Burger King? Anything to stay away from?
Oof. Where do you start?
But,
Staff was treated like dirt by the managers. Okay.
What's that, Whupsie?
I said UK Burger King is probably different.
Oh, probably very hell. They probably got beer at that one.
And Jaybone denied going to Burger King last night.
Wait, what?
He denied going to Burger King last night. I was like, oh, let's go to Burger King. Because Saturday night we went to Taco Bell.
I wasn't feeling it. I was hoping that we'd run into the same chick again.
You selfish prick, Jaybone. You know that Whupsie is a vegan and he wants the Impossible Whopper, so you make him go to Taco Hell. You know what Taco Bell does to people? Laxatives.
And then we went to Taco Bell and they had nothing.
Nothing. Well, while Jaybone slowly enjoyed that taco in front of you, you just had to starve. Whoopsie's stomach rumbling.
Look. Have you ever heard of this? They go, oh hi, we don't have anything in the store. We just had a bad rush.
What?
That's what they said.
Legit, I can verify it. Yeah.
Oh no, Richard said if you knew what went on there, you wouldn't eat there. Keep that to yourself, pal. I take that back. You're not ruining my Whoppers.
It's not good. Not good on any content.
The official drink of Monday Nitro, Green Surge. They have that on tap at Burger King. It's fantastic.
Not bad.
Well, let's roll out with the news here, Jaybone. What else?
All right. So then we got a more controversial one. Actually, let's go to the less controversial one just to keep it rolling. Reno Scum apparently is signed. A tag team that has been busting their ass on and off.
Hey, they took scumbaggery and made careers out of it. Now they are officially signed. Put those John Hancocks on the Impact contracts. I love Reno Scum personally. I'd like to hear from the loungers right now. How do you feel about Reno Scum signing? And boys, you too, I want to hear about it. I mean, personally, I am a big mark for Reno Scum. Jaybone, Whupsie, where are you guys at with this signing?
Whupsie, go ahead.
I like Reno Scum just because they're different. They're cut from like different mold, and you don't see anything like that anywhere in wrestling. Where do you see like this kind of like punk thing going on? They could work. I really like the way they work
on the screen, Jaybone, if you can. No, I'm with you though. The punk rock characters, like larger than life too, with the giant mohawks too. I mean, they really stick out. They're really animated. They're great in the ring. They're a bunch of scumbags. I love them for that. But
they have, I would say like classic wrestling skills.
Exactly. Yeah, they're great. And let's face it, Impact needs tag teams. LAX is gone. We need more tag teams to spice up the division. And Reno Scum has, put in the work. They've earned their spot. They've been there on and off for a little bit. They got screwed out of their first run. They were one of the first teams to come in the GFW era.
The new era, yeah.
Due to an injury, things didn't work out. But, everything came full circle, and here they are back again. And I'd like to see them be Impact World Tag Team Champions somewhere down the line.
So there's a first one here from Hakeem Fullerton. Says, good for Reno Scum. Here's one from Kobe. Says, sorry, don't mean to cover up our guests. Says, Reno Scum is awesome. So glad they finally signed. I agree, Kobe. I share that same opinion with you.
Colby Cooper. I saw Colby Cooper all over the pay-per-view last night. I saw that mug all over. The camera was loving Colby last night.
I ran into Colby. We took a picture together. That'll be coming soon on the vlog. It's going to take me a while to put together. Google's a little slow at downloading my pictures and videos to Google, so I apologize for the wait. I'm trying to stay on track with my own personal stuff. So I'll just say the vlog will come up from Bound for Glory weekend within the next week. We'll say that, okay, folks? So you're not
got a bunch of video footage from the weekend, Jaybone? You got pictures, video footage, everything?
A little bit of both. Not a ton, but a little bit of both.
All right, some coverage. Nothing wrong with that.
Let's see what else. Colby likes Chris Steele Show says, oi, oi, oi. I hope they continue to work with Ace Austin. They could be aces and eights. That's interesting.
I don't know about the Sons of Anarchy thing. I think that's a little too 2009 for my taste personally.
I think that's funny.
Ran its course, but hey.
So, but it looks like a majority of them are positive. Looks like a majority of them are. So there's a few. All right. So we got a new tag team there. We got, let me just quick check. Okay, so he's not there. Okay, he'll show up soon. Another one here, Joey Ryan. Very controversial. Not everyone's cup of tea. Kyle, your thoughts on Joey Ryan signing a multi-year deal? Who said he was going to stay independent and not sign? Your thoughts?
Well, according to his tweet, he's keeping his indie dates. So,
well, that's the thing. He's not it's not exclusive.
No.
Which is nice because other places probably wouldn't let him, right?
Apparently, he inked a 3-year deal, so he's going to be hanging out for a while. This has gotten a mixed reaction online. Some people love it, other people hate it. It's a love or hate situation. Personally, I like Joey Ryan. I think the character is funny. I could see some people being critical of the whole dick flip thing. It's wrestling. It's entertaining, Wrestling's stupid, and we're all stupid for liking it. Shout out to Turning Heel on YouTube. That's his quote. I stole it. I'm a big fan of Joey Ryan. And, Joey Ryan, he's a very polarizing figure, but the guy does draw, man. He was officially sponsored by YouPorn. What an accomplishment. I like Joey Ryan. I like his antics. I'd like to hear from the loungers in the chat. Are you happy about this? Are you anti-Joey Ryan? Let's hear from you. But I do like him, and I think he's going to make for some good comedy stuff. We don't have guys like Grado around anymore for the comedy on the show, all the funny stuff. You're going to go to Joey Ryan for that, and personally, I can't wait for it. But I got to say, Joey Ryan's character kind of clashes with Johnny Swinger's character because Johnny Swinger is, the funny pervert on the show. Are we going to see some, dick mega powers or something? Are they going to tag up? Are they going to have a swing off? Are they going to swing?
Oh my God. Swing off?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I do not know.
You guys swing?
Let's hear from the loungers though on this one.
Oh, that's too funny.
Colby Cooper says, Joey Ryan is a major draw. His YouTube channel has more views than most wrestling promotions. That exactly. The guy has a large following. The wrestling purist, the Jim Cornettes of the world, not big on him, but the guy does have a cult following. I think he's hysterical.
I love this one. Well, Joey won gut check, so of course he's signed.
Gary Cheatham says, sleazy swingers tag team. I like that. The sleazy swingers.
Yeah. So,
It's the Fresh Prince of Midair.
Whoa.
Miguel.
First botch on the bite board. That's never happened before.
Oh, damn.
Click.
Wait. Never?
It's probably happened once or twice. My finger slipped on that one. That was that happened.
My good buddy Mike Larkin. Did somebody say porn?
Did somebody say porn? You know what? This guy, Mike Larkin, for anybody that doesn't know Mike Larkin is a podcaster. He's been on with us before. And in his spare time, this guy interviews more porn stars than wrestling podcasts we've done. We've done a lot of wrestling podcasts. This guy is talking to porn stars all the time. And Mike Larkin, I want to know, when are you going to get into porn? When are you going to, swing that pipe around on camera?
Join the swing off.
Yeah, when are you going to join the swing off? This guy's talking to porn. Check out Mike Larkin's interview series. On,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,
no way.
Late than never.
No way.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Look who's here, right? Like it took a while. It took a while. There was good reason for it. God damn it. I'm not going to get into the good reason. It's a family show, and I can't get into what happened here. But welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact.
What were you doing, Trent?
For Impact fans.
What were you up to?
Did you have a recording in my bedroom, Kyle?
Oh. I've seen the drawer before. We won't talk about that.
The drawer. I showed you the drawer. Whoa. Gentlemen, how's it going?
Welcome back, Trent. Nice of you to join us. The guy performs once at a live Impact show, and then he becomes Hollywood Trent, and he can't show up anymore.
I'm a star now. I mean, look, Whupsie.
I would never be late for the show. I would never miss a podcast.
Guys, look, Whupsie and Jaybone got to see it. Kyle, you weren't there, man. They got to see the star power in person. I mean, it was pretty epic, if I do say so myself. These guys got to see what it's all about. Yeah. Look, they know. Look at Jaybone. He's stunned. He's stunned right now. He doesn't know what to make of it. But
I was like this the whole time.
Did we do an open? Without me?
We've just been bullshitting. We did a little news, talked a little bit,
Can I do my patented open? Can I just do it?
Yes.
All right. Well. Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans. Feature right here on the Impact Lounge. This is Trent, along with my co-host Jaybone. Say hello to the people.
What is up?
Scumbag Kyle's in the house. You should say something.
Hello to the people.
And special guest today. Special guest all the way from the nicer part of Long Island, not where Kyle lives.
No, other way around. He's in the hood. I'm in the
legendary
community.
The man who came to Chicago and refused to eat a deep dish pizza because he says it's not real pizza, it's fucking lasagna.
It's casserole. It's
casserole.
Glorified casserole.
He called it lasagna. He said it was lasagna.
Okay.
This is the one and only the first guest we ever had on, which is when me and Whupsie did a prediction show one time on Whupsie. Remember that for Rebellion, I think, right? Yep. And first guest we ever had. This is Whupsie from Long Island, everybody. Say hello to Whupsie. We've probably been saying hello to Whupsie for 30 minutes before I got on here, but I'm in the building now. This is a proper introduction. Gentlemen, how you doing?
So glad you're here, Trent.
What have we covered so far?
Down the fort, we are practically 40 strong in the chat, and we're talking some signings. We talked about AC.
Very nice.
We talked about
he's already signed, Kyle.
That too. Time to give her. We talked a little about Joey Ryan.
Okay.
Reno Scum tag team.
Kylie Rae.
We didn't get to that yet because I don't think there's anything official there. So I want to get opinions out there on the potential, the probable possibility of signing Kylie Rae, because she was at All Glory, knocked it out of the park. And she was a surprise entrant in the Gauntlet match? Is that what they called it?
It was the Call Your Shot 20-person Gauntlet.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, can I jump in here? Two things I want to say real quick.
Go ahead.
Chris Steele's show. Yes, we did record the performance. I'm going to get to that. Hakeem Fullerton just said to us, Kyle, you and I, that it's been exactly 1 year since we debuted on the Impact Lounge. So happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday to us. That's right.
I'm
nice. Celebrating with a Whopper, Trent.
Very nice. I wish I could have a Whopper right now, but I can't. I did have my leftover deep dish pizza, much to Whoopsie's chagrin. I did do that, but
I had that for breakfast.
Kylie Rae is signed. She is signed.
Is it official?
Officially signed. Don't know the details. She signed. She had her own 8x10 Impact 8x10s and everything at the show. She's official, guys. Kylie Rae is in Impact Wrestling.
Okay, has that been out? Has somebody reported it, or is it breaking news here?
I saw it on something, but I was also, keep in mind, I was backstage at Bound for Glory before you two got there yesterday. So I got a little insight. You know what I'm saying? Kylie Rae is part of the Impact Wrestling roster.
Well, then,
Trent, I think you're breaking news there. You might piss some people off. I don't think they officially announced that, but hey, right here on the Impact Lounge, Kylie Rae has been signed.
There you go. Go with it.
You gotta get the breaking on the bottom of the screen.
if we get in trouble, we'll just
I did not hear it from, like, it wasn't a big thing, but I saw it actually put out somewhere today, though. Maybe here, let me check. I'll check my phone. I saw it put out somewhere today that she is signed with Impact Wrestling. I could have sworn I saw it.
I looked all over the place. I could not find it. I heard a lot of people talking about it, but
I'll have to find it. But like I said, nobody like came up to me and was like, she's signed. I saw it, and then somebody casually mentioned it, like, yeah, she's here, she's signed. So like it was a casual mention yesterday. I don't know any details or anything, guys. I just was told she's on the roster now.
I'm going to check on the old Meltzer page just to see if he's got anything on there.
Take a look. But like I said, she is from Chicago. Remember that? And so yesterday was a big deal for her to do that yesterday. That was pretty awesome, guys. The pop was huge. Whupsie, you heard that pop?
Yeah.
Whupsie with the old school AJ Styles t-shirt. Look at that AJ Styles t-shirt he's got on. Look at that. I knew it right away what it was because I got that same shirt.
Yeah. It's the only one that showed
got
from the Don West bin.
Whipping out some beatdown clan.
We're all rocking stuff, huh?
Oh yeah.
Jay, I didn't know you bought the Ace Austin shirt yesterday.
That was last minute. That was like going out the door, and I was in line with Whupsie. Whupsie, do you have what you got handy or no?
Well, I gotta hold on.
Now, Trent, I'm pretty let down. Jaybone and Whupsie were telling me that they didn't have the Ace Austin 316 I Just Banged Your Wife shirt.
No, they didn't have it yet.
No, it's
got to be some copyright stuff, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to be stupid about stuff like that. You know that WWE's got to have certain things. Unfortunately,
that's my property. Damn it.
Yeah, guys, I saw the news. I think it was on ringsidenews.com. That's who reported it.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
That she signed on. So ringsidenews.com reported it. That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I'm jumping on there. I'm checking. It's got to be in the miscellaneous. Here, hang on a second.
But so yeah, what'd you get? Oh, the pin. Look at that.
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
I heard. Hey, whoopsie! I heard it's real heavy. Actually,
it is.
So fellas,
look,
did you guys
get
get
an
me a
official
souvenir
unboxing right now?
Official unboxing going on here.
So what souvenir did you guys get me? You know.
What yeah, yikes, souvenir, huh?
Well, this thing is big.
Yeah, that thing is. I heard it's really cool.
Where's my souvenir, fellas?
Kyle, what size T-shirt are you?
I'm a large.
Too bad. Too bad.
I'm not seeing it on ringside.
Do you have any leftover pizza scraps?
Yeah, actually, I do have one.
Mail some of those over.
That's nice. Whoops, that's real nice.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
Andre Corbeil just said, "Whoopsie looks like MC Search from third base."
Oh no! I remember in high school somebody told me that too.
The Spanish MC Search.
Holy shit! Nice. You know, I was thinking that yesterday when I was driving with
the glasses.
It's the glasses.
Pop goes the Whoopsie.
Pop goes the Whoopsie. The Whoopsie. Pop goes the Whoopsie.
I got this too.
Pop.
What did you get? Let me see.
Oh!
Whoa!
What is that? A Backstreet Boys CD?
It's got the choreography and everything.
Oh yeah.
Look at that! Look at these guys! Look at that guy right there!
And where can they get that, Trent?
HemiMusic.com. Oh, actually, no, easy. Go to cdbaby.com and get it from CD Baby because they'll ship it. That way, I don't have to worry about shipping it. Look at there it is. Look at that guy, guys. You can get your very own copy, like Whupsie here. Be like Whupsie. Get your own copy of Avalon. We played 3 songs from Avalon at the show.
Now, Trent, take me back to that performance. Did you have the butterflies, the anxiety before you stepped on that stage? I mean, you've performed at a lot of shows, but this is your dream come true. You've dreamed of this. You've touched your willy and daydreamed about this before, performing at an Impact show.
Dude, I gotta say this. It was pretty nerve-wracking. First off, what happened was the schedule got all screwed up, right? We were supposed to play at intermission at 9:00. And it was supposed to be we're intermission, and then they could have 3 more matches. Everything was so ahead of schedule. They said, we're just going to blaze through with no intermission and play at the end. I was like, oh, man, we're going to lose people because people are going to leave. But luckily,
that was my biggest fear because I said this to Whupsie while we were waiting, for stuff to happen. I'm like, okay, if they're going on last, that was my biggest fear is that, okay, AC got signed and here's Hemi and everybody fucking leaves. And I'm like, no, that can't happen. That can't happen. But you're a Chicago band. It's not like someone from, BFH jumped on stage. I mean, there were people there for you. So
yeah, it was just cool.
Yeah, a mini mosh.
There was a mosh pit.
It was so cool.
What was cool was
got the footage.
That here's what was supposed to happen. Josh Matthews told me, he's like, what we're going to do is they're going to announce the winner of AC and Larry D. They're going to say, all right, and the winner is so-and-so. And here's Hemi. We're supposed to go in right away and play the winner out. The whole thing with Scott D'Amore signing AC was completely off script. Nobody knew that was coming.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so he came up and we were ready to go. Like we heard the ding ding ding. I told the boys, get up there, let's go. So we all run up there. And then we see Scott say, "Hey, Hemi's gonna play in a second, but I gotta do something." So I was like, "Oh shit!" So what the hell's going on? So we were kind of on stage while we were watching the whole thing. So what's funny is all the guys in Hemi who weren't big wrestling fans. They didn't really know who AC was. They have this affinity to Ace from Aero now because we were kind of like there for his signing on stage, like right there. Then we played right after he left the ring. So it's kind of like, and then so I remember at the pay-per-view, all my guys were like really, really into AC because they were like, oh, he's our guy. Because we were like there for his big moment. So, but if I could backtrack for a second, just want to touch on Prelude to Glory just real quick. I know I'm late, but hey, Prelude to
That's
Glory.
Right, you were there too. Yeah. You were a guest of a certain photographer.
Yeah, well, no, I was a guest. Come on, I'm the family now. Come on, I'm part of the mafia.
He's Hollywood Trent now. The program, Jaybone, you peasant.
Me and Basil went over there. Beasley, the ringside photographer for Impact, and Kyle's best friend, and we went to this place called the Palace Royale. Way too classy for Kyle. Extremely too classy for Kyle, but a very fancy venue. Beautiful venue. Could you guys see it on? Did you watch it? Either of you guys watch it? Whoops, did you check it out?
Bits and pieces.
Dude, that venue was gorgeous. Here's the crazy thing.
They should do an episode there.
Yeah, they really should because it's a really cool room. It's an old ballroom, and the thing was that they had the pre-sale wasn't that great, but man, the walk up because the hype was just building in town. Dude, they packed that room the day of. Holy shit! So I offered to help with merchandise, got help with merch. Took care of that. But man, that was a phenomenal show. Production at that show was awesome. Really, really fun, man. Prelude was a great warm up for the pay-per-view coming up. And then All Glories, which these two gentlemen were at. So that was fun, man. Kyle, you were missed, man. You were missed. But I did, going back to your question, I did have butterflies.
Now, about me for a second. When you met all the loungers, did anybody ask about me?
Yeah, they did.
They did. They missed the scumbag.
They did. They were asking why you weren't there. I said he's a scumbag. Every answer was he's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag.
Andre Corbeil wants to know, am I filming from the bathroom? This is the Scumbag Garage. Get with the program. You think my bathroom has beach chairs and assorted tools and stuff?
Kyle is filming. See, he's from, you see him from here up, from here down. He's actually on the toilet.
I'm on the toilet. Yeah, hey, keep it up, Jaybone. I will come to your house and break all your action figures.
Speaking of action figures, I'm going to change all this up soon, and I want to now. Please don't take this as bragging, but I want to show what I'm going to change this up to just for a change of pace. I'm going to put some new stuff up behind the old J Bonester here. I got one I went very conservative this weekend. I got one autograph. I got to tell this story.
Wait, can we all guess? Oh, he told us already. The North.
Nice.
The North.
The North. So this is going to go up on the wall. And
Guys, retaining champions, the North.
And still,
we'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that. But no, Prelude, interesting. Let me just break that down. I'll let Jaybone and Whupsie talk about it a little bit. You had a conglomeration of every indie except the AEW in Chicago jump on this. So it was like a little representation. So it was a little hectic because you had Impact kind of dictating their guys. Then you had all the matches that were hosted by different indies. So the North and and so it was like it was a lot of cooks in the kitchen. So you had to be. It was a very well, but it paced out pretty well, man. Paced out pretty well. I definitely enjoyed it. It was a fun show. A lot of friends, a lot of people there hanging out. Met Ken Shamrock. Henny got a picture with Ken Shamrock, which was nice. But guys, what did you think? Whupsie, what did you think of that one, man? I know it was different because those were a lot of guys you've never heard of. What did you think about it?
I told Jaybone that I was really impressed with talent that's in Chicago. I feel like as the night went by, like the higher and higher indie guys were in there, and I feel like that Chicago has a leg up on the New York City indie scene.
I think so. From what I understand, New York kind of like simmered down a lot, huh? Like New York's indie scene really got like, with the exception of House of Glory and maybe NYWC, things kind of calmed down in New York, haven't they?
There's still talent, but
stuff comes around.
From what I saw, I'm like, it looked like the Chicago guys look pretty good, look really good.
Yeah, Chicago's got a lot going on, man. It's an interesting scene. There's a lot of promotions to cover it all too. So who knows, man? It's definitely going to be an interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who out of that group at All Glory maybe gets signed to Impact down the line.
Well,
I'm not
what I hear though,
anything
Trent, to answer your question about New York, I've been told that apparently the New York Athletic State Commission are a bunch of assholes, so it's like not easy to pull off wrestling shows in New York nowadays. There's like NYWC has a license, and they give that license out to a lot of promotions. I don't know. There's a lot of
everything presented by NYWC.
Yeah, they're the local monopoly, and they put on great shows. I do go to them quite often.
Is that how it works out? That like everything's presented by NYWC?
Everything that comes through presented by NYWC, always on their license.
Really? Okay.
Like House of
Just
Glory
about.
says that.
Yeah, except for House of Hardcore.
Yeah, they got their own
House
thing.
of Glory, ICW, says the same thing on top.
Really?
Insane Championship Wrestling. They've been around since like 2000. They've been putting on shows.
No, this one is I think it's Impact Championship Wrestling. I think that's
Impact.
Either way, ICW. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Which is an interesting thing that they still call themselves Impact Championship Wrestling. That's kind of weird. Like, well, why even bother? What are you guys doing?
Well, no, they've been around since like 2000. Like they've been around for a long time, even before Impact.
Yeah, well, still, I mean, it's kind of weird though.
Yeah,
There's two Impacts going around. Jay, what you were saying? You said nothing official about Kylie Rae.
I'm not seeing any articles. There's nothing on ringsidenews.com.
I'm reading some via Twitter. There's should I talk about this? It's a little controversial. We're just speculating rumors, reading Twitter posts. Not that this is real or true. I'm just reading the tweets. According to Hansy83, Hansy of Howard Stern fame, he put out, so some indie wrestler on Facebook posted, this does not mean it's true. Everybody's walking on eggshells with talking about this. Apparently, Kylie Rae was out of the company is because she was invited to Jericho's hotel room with the understanding that others would be there, but it was just them and she freaked out. I don't know. They're trying to go with this narrative that Kylie Rae was sexually harassed by Chris Jericho. This is what's going around on Twitter right now. You could type in Kylie Rae Jericho on Twitter, and there's a lot of tweets about it. It's probably just a rumor, but I mean, she did walk away from a pretty big promotion. Something had to happen. I don't know.
Like I said, I was told in passing she'd signed on. That's what I'm going off of. I thought I saw it on Ringside News too, though, Jay. Maybe I'm wrong on that one.
There is an article about her on there, but it's not. It was that she that something happened to her and it caused her to leave AEW, and that there's some little things are starting to get out, but there's
Really?
the thing is, I watched a video from Sean Ross Sapp, which, opinions aside, he says he's heard 5 completely different stories from very reliable sources, that people that would be very reliable sources close to her.
Really?
So, and he said it would not be fair of me. Now, this is good. This is a sign of a decent, maybe not the best, but a decent journalist saying it would not be right of me to sit there and put all of these different stories out there from all these different sources and claim them as fact when they're all completely different. And it's like, okay, so something happened. Don't believe everything you hear. For whatever reason, like, let's focus on the now. And it sounds like I'm not seeing anything confirmed that might come out within the next couple
You guys
days.
swing?
But
AEW maybe does. Who knows? Jesus.
Well, and that's the thing. If they do know something, that's not going to come out for God knows how long. Yeah. But I'm not seeing anything on here. But if you heard it from a very good, reliable source and you believe them, Trent, then we'll fucking go with it.
It's somebody I believe.
Just a rumor.
Let's go with that. Let me backtrack, everybody. Let me preface it with just a rumor because I heard from a reliable source. If it's not out, I could have sworn it was officially out there, but things can change.
I'm not seeing it. I mean, if anybody would say it, I'm looking at Meltzer.
The thing going back to what you said, Jay, it's her story to tell. You know what I mean? It's going to be her story to tell when she wants to tell. Who knows what it is? It was a very controversial exit, very sudden. I mean, she worked, one show, 2 shows for them? I don't even remember. One show. So she's a total sweetheart. I wish her the best. If she's in Impact officially for more than, local appearances or regional, I'll be happy. So,
yeah.
But let's put a bow on All Glory, and then we'll jump into the pay-per-view here. What do you guys say?
Yes.
All right. So All Glory, it was good. Performance is recorded, being edited currently. Jay, I think you got footage too. I'm telling everybody who taped it to give it to me. I'm going to do something cool with it.
I said this earlier. I'll repeat it for your sake, Trent. I have the footage on my phone, and if you have a Google phone, it takes a while for shit to back up into Google from like your mobile device into the site itself.
Yeah.
It's taking forever. I have pictures. I shared a couple pictures. Yeah.
I want to touch on something Andre Corbeil is saying about Sean Ross Sapp. I don't like him either. He's a very unprofessional guy. I've had very bad dealings with him online as well. So, Andre, I'm with you on that one. I don't think
I hear you. No, I hear you. Because he does come off a little snarky sometimes. But yeah, I mean, news. Like if he shares an opinion on something, sometimes he sounds snarky. But news-wise, usually he's fairly legit. But everyone gets fed bullshit once in a while. That's everyone and anyone. There's no perfect journalist.
I don't keep up with the dirt sheet muckrakers, but may I ask, is he one of the guys that loves to paint Impact in a negative light? Is he one of those?
No, he actually reviews each one, and he has opinions on the show, but he's consistent with the pay-per-views.
He also is the guy that the second they announced Access, he's the one who went on a big old crying fest about how they laid off all these people and what are you doing and Killer Cross, and I mean he became like it was like he dulled out the good news immediately.
That is true.
With all this BS,
it's annoying. It's fucking annoying, and I'll give you another example of such behavior. So last night during the show there was a quick technical error within the show where I believe it was when Joey Ryan was coming out. They had popped up on the screen that it was Cody Deaner, and he put up a screenshot of it and was like, really, ... But the thing is, I saw AEW 2 weeks ago do the same exact thing, and I didn't see one post for it anywhere. It's like,
absolutely, every company does that.
Fucking shit happens, man. There's glitches, and it's just like they're quick
WWE
to
does it like how many times a week?
Exactly, like that stuff doesn't get around, but because it's Impact and they have the microscope on them, there are people that watch Impact just waiting for them to slip up any possible way so they could go on the internet with some fucking false narrative and fucking paint them in a negative light and discredit them at a time of glory.
They're sifting.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have a look, after all that BS, they're still hard to kill. You know what I'm saying?
Hard to
People
kill.
talk all that shit about them.
And apparently hard to kill is going to be a pay-per-view. I was reading that online. That's
yes.
It's official.
No date or location, but January, the next pay-per-view is Hard to Kill.
Melrose Ballroom.
Actually,
they need another one.
There's a rumor. I'm going to start the rumor that Steven Seagal is going to face Moose. There you
go. hey, speaking of Moose, I'm sorry, Trent, to throw it off the rails one more time. Did anybody catch what Moose tweeted last night?
No. Oh, yes.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Period. You gotta wait for the period. You gotta
go ahead and talk about it, Kyle. Go ahead.
Jaybone, do you have that tweet? Could you, Mr.
I do.
Mr. Jaybone, pull that one up for us, shall we? Put that on the screen.
I'm getting it.
So
right now.
Last night, after we're gonna review it anyway, and you guys all watch the show, not to spoil because you already seen it. After Moose defeated and conquered Ken Shamrock, he was on his high horse, and he called out the alpha male Monty Brown on Twitter. And I just want to point out, Trent, once in a while we have these moments on the show where we talk about things, and then they come into fruition, like we put them out into the universe, and then they happen. And I'm not taking credit for this. I don't think Moose listens to our show. I mean, he might. Your girlfriend has given him massages before. He might listen. He knows about our existence.
Don't even get me started with what happened at Bound for Glory.
We'll get there when we talk about Moose's match. But I just got to point out, last week on this very podcast, I randomly went on a tangent about how I miss Monty Brown, and I would like to see Monty Brown come back while they're bringing back legends. And look at that. Moose calls out the alpha male.
There you go.
Oh, scroll down a little. You're missing the best hashtag.
Can you?
Is it?
It was hashtag fuck Monty Brown. Moose
scroll down. You gotta scroll down, man.
Is it not? I thought no.
Is this a screenshot? Is that what this is? Oh, wait a minute.
There we go.
Fuck my hashtag fuck Monty Brown.
There we go. Sorry about that.
What I understand.
Period. You gotta wait for the period.
Got it.
But yeah. So loungers, who would like to see Moose versus a returning alpha male Monty Brown? And guys, I gotta say, I saw a picture of Monty Brown at a recent autograph signing, and the guy is shredded in great shape. He looks like he's in ring shape.
He's still jacked. Guys, we do have to get to you mentioned Moose. Yeah, that Moose. My girl Moose requested the nurse, the girlfriend. She requested, he's like, heading her up, where you at? And then word got around. Everybody's talking.
Wait, Moose texted her?
Moose texted her.
Man, after at Bound for Glory last year, she gave him a massage backstage because he was sore. And now he knows you're in the area, and he's on the prowl texting your girl. What are you going to do about it, Trent? What are you going to do? I one-up you.
He comes up to me and goes, Where's the girlfriend? Where's your girl at? Where's she at?
Feel the pain. Feel it. It hurts, doesn't it?
That son of a bitch. No, listen, that damn locker room. She's cured everybody.
Trent, your girlfriend's in the chat right now.
What did she say?
Did. Can we add her? Can you give her the StreamYard link? I want to get her side of the story.
She's in bed.
Let me pull a Howard Stern real quick and get the other side of the story.
Oh jeez.
That's exact. Okay, she said that's exactly how it went. Now, Jaybone, if you will be a doll and put her responses up on the screen here for the loungers. Now, Nicole,
this is ridiculous.
Nicole, I'd like to know: did you meet up with Moose backstage? Was there any massage going on? And I mean that in a totally non-sexual way, as a nurse, because you are a nurse.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
This is not the WWE. There's
after his match, after that hard dive from Ken Shamrock to the outside, Moose had to be a little sore. Ice on him.
Well, I'll tell you what. She took care. Ace took a dive pretty bad. We're gonna get to all this though. Yes,
He's in on it. Oh, why don't you put up what Psycho Sid Bones wrote? Don't get cucked. This ain't WWE. WWE's got a whole thing with.
There were devices. Wait, what the hell's going on around here?
Whoa!
You know, this is what happens when I'm in.
Kenny the kendo stick.
With devices.
Devices. We're gonna have a talk about this.
Stuff.
Get her out of the chat. Get her out of here. There's gonna be a discussion about this. This is getting to be ridiculous.
I'm gonna bang his wife.
This is nuts.
I just banged your wife?
What the hell is going on? What? How do you have all these goddamn things ready to go, Kyle?
I'm a fucking maniac.
He's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag. Jesus.
In my ass. In my ass. In my ass. In my ass.
This is unbelievable. Moose is going to be the Bobby Lashley to my Rusev. And I kind of, people say I look like a mini Rusev. This is unbelievable. Moose is Bobby Lashley and cucking me.
Your body's. I've seen you naked. Your body's not quite as good.
Where did this come from? As far as I knew, you changed in the other room.
They were having a swing off.
Oh God.
From towel up, I've seen you naked.
What in the hell is happening here, gentlemen? This is we have a for Florida review to do. What is happening here?
I think the review just went out the window. Let's just talk about personal experiences. Everybody has their own opinions on it. We can't stay on there.
What the fuck, Jaybone? But seriously, you guys are you're making me see what the fuck, Jaybone. This soundbite's gonna get us kicked off of YouTube.
Before the show, I hit that, and Jaybone's eyes popped out of his head. He was like, "Please don't hit that." And I gotta say, he thought that we would get kicked off for something like that, but it's not a visual; it's an audio sound. How do you know that that's something sexual? How do you know that's not somebody slopping down on a Whopper or something like that? You don't know.
It's a loaf of bread.
It's not even bacon, egg, and cheese.
You know?
It's a loaf of
bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. That is an East Coast flavor right there. What's the other one in Jersey, guys? Taylor ham and cheese, right? Is that the big one? Taylor ham?
I don't know.
You're talking to a bunch of Long Islanders. We
All right, well, what the hell do I know? All right, unbelievable.
You guys swing?
Yeah, no, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But no, in all seriousness, she took care of a lot of people. Bound for Glory had a lot of injuries. She took care of a lot of injuries for people. Get out of here, Kyle. Only me.
I was hoping you weren't looking at me.
You're a bastard. You really are a bastard.
I'm a bastard.
All right.
Mir Neeson, review the pay-per-view, please.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's jump in here. All right, guys, Bound for Glory, Odeum Expo and Sports Center. It's a famous arena in terms of ECW did 2 shows there back in the day, back in the 90s. ECW was there. Ring of Honor's run there, and some independents, and now Impact Wrestling for Bound for Glory 2019. Configuration was about they had a huge stage. They had a pretty big stage set up with the raindrop screens. You guys probably saw the photos of it, so you had to adjust the room for that. They said about 3,000 sold. I don't know. I'm not good at estimating that stuff. You guys had a nice view on the other side. I mean, I guess it was. I don't know. I'm not good at ballparking that stuff.
Let me clear up something, just so that nobody spreads any shit like, oh, it wasn't sold out. They had an empty section. Let me tell you something, okay? From where I was sitting,
your whole section was sold
what do they
out.
call it? The hard cam side, the part that where the camera's facing. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were on the hard cam side.
We were on the hard cam side. Okay, whatever. So looking at the entire section, every section was full except for the small section next to where Trent was sitting, which was right on the other side of the camera.
The camera, yeah.
The amount of people that would have fit in that section, there was between 2 to 3 times that in extra chairs and rows of people on the floor in front of the bleachers. Okay, so I don't want to hear about
More
I don't
rows.
want to hear about people saying, "Oh, it wasn't sold out." No, there was a shitload of people there. They were loud as fuck. It was an awesome crowd. It was a great night for Impact Wrestling. Period.
Yeah.
They added more rows of chairs, and then you had like a big group of people standing off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were people standing for the whole thing because, well, you know, we were trying to save seats for some band that never showed up.
Who's in the chat? TR50003 said you were at the show. We gotta get a name for this. This
You got a
person.
new guy?
Who
A
is
new
this
lounger?
mystery person here? Who is this? This is a Chicagoan, clearly. Who is
I
the
don't
guy?
know about that. Apparently, people came from Long Island, Wisconsin, the United Kingdom.
I don't know. TR50003 says he showed up
Colorado.
late. I want to know who this was. Who this is? Is it somebody I know?
New
You know?
lounger.
He's a new lounger. Who are we talking about here? But no, it was a great crowd, guys. I saw a lot of the Chicago regulars there. A lot of people who used to dog Impact were at the show in the crowd, which I liked a lot.
Coming around now.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome to see that. The pops were great. I mean, the way they popped for Kylie, hometown girl, and everything, it was great. But let's kick it off, guys. Now, here's the weird thing. Now, it started off, they bumped the Rascalz versus the AAA guys match to the pre-show. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
going to
that
air
was-
tomorrow on Access now.
Yeah, it is.
Now, what's up with that? I didn't hear anything. You know, what happened? What more comments from the nurse? Look at this. What's she trying to ruin me here on the air? Go ahead and
No.
display that one. Go ahead and
Great
display
crowd.
that one.
Perfect.
If she could share a photo, I'm sure she'd share a photo of what you know, maybe sexy moose.
Oh, she had a great view in the back. So yeah.
Yeah, the back with all the muscular, sexy gentlemen in the back. That's what. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, back to the review. Now, why did they bump the Rascalz match? Now, my theory was that you get a lot more star power in the 20-man gauntlet, right? A lot more star power. Because originally I heard that was going to be on the pre-show. You get 20 more pops out of that than you would out of the tag match. But the Rascalz are such an important part of Impact. I was so surprised they did that.
No. Trent, we've been covering this on the show. The
Excuse me.
downward spiral of the Rascalz. They're just sinking deeper and deeper. They're pre-show guys now. I mean,
It's terrible.
Not that the pre-show is a terrible thing to be on. I mean, you're heating up the crowd for the rest of the night, but it's like they've fallen. I don't want to say into obscurity, but they've lost their place on the show. They haven't won a match in how long?
I got one opinion on that match. The locals buried the Rascalz.
Real what? I thought Chicago was Rascal country.
I mean, they're pretty regular here with AAW. I didn't think they buried him, Jay. I don't know. But you know,
Yeah, they were just animated for the AAA guys.
yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
thank you. Yes.
Well, I mean,
It was the local Mexican community came out and really supported the AAA guys.
yeah, big time with the drums. You know, those
Oh,
guys are
my
nuts.
God.
They
It
had
was
a soccer band.
Yeah,
They were almost louder than Hemi the night before. They were that
yeah,
loud.
they were loud. They definitely brought it out. The Mexican population in Chicago is strong, especially the wrestling fans. I mean, you know, we have a lot of lucha here, so they came out, man. They were loud. So the Rascalz didn't really stand a chance in terms of that. But I was just shocked, man. They're young guys. I was shocked they got bumped, but they're using that to air it on. You done?
That's a positive thing about
Rascals,
this.
man.
They're gonna air it on Access tomorrow, I guess, amongst the retrospective. So I don't know. At least it's getting seen somewhere, but I was just bummed for them. I didn't think that'd get bumped down. Was it last minute? I didn't see any tweets. Was it last minute that they announced?
I have no clue. I didn't look at like Impact social media or nothing.
Okay.
Hey,
But,
if Impact comes back to Chicago next year, they should do it in Englewood, the south side.
Yeah,
of
right.
Chicago.
Anybody know Inglewood? You absolutely don't want to do that. Yes.
That's what happens in Englewood.
That's exactly what happens in Inglewood. Jesus. I love Kyle. I love that you've never been to Chicago, but you
But there's
sure
a
know.
fascination there. There is. I have such a
Yeah,
fascination.
they have the neighborhoods
Chief
documentaries
Keef,
on YouTube.
300. I know my stuff, man. FBG Duck.
They had the War on
For a
Chirac.
honky, I know my Chicago gangster rap.
They had the War on Chirac.
The Chirac,
Yeah, he knows. Whupsie knows.
Yeah, and then at one point, I think there were like at least one Chicago rapper was dying a month.
Probably.
Okay, all right. Look, we're getting yelled at by the nurse to get to the goddamn gauntlet. Let's get to the gauntlet.
All right. All right. We know you ran your own gauntlet backstage.
Yeah, well, I ran my own gauntlet about 25 minutes ago too, but we won't get into that right now. But no, it was cool. It was a who's who, right? It was a lot of the younger talent mixed in with some veteran talent. I mean, you had Eddie Edwards was in there. You know, Reno Scum was in there, who officially, apparently, Reno Scum is signed too, from what I understand. Jake, I'm happy that Jake. What the heck? I sure did. That's why. Look, you get the secrets out why I'm late, gentlemen. But I'm happy that the Deaners were in there. Jake, especially. You know, he's a young guy. You want to make sure Jake stays strong. The Hit Squad was in there. Gosh, who else? What are you typing, Whupsie? What are you putting them rumors? What are we doing here? Jessica Havoc was in there. Rosemary Fulton was in there. Fulton had a controversial couple of eliminations. What else? Jordan Grace we had in there. Swoggle, the king of small style. Swoggle jumped in. Joey Ryan was in there. Kira Hogan, Tommy Dreamer. What else we got? Sabu was in there. Kyle, your favorite, Sabu.
Fantastic.
Fallah, Bahh, Mahabali Shira. Am I missing anybody, guys? I think I got everybody in there. That's everybody.
Man, they love bringing Swoggle around for the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Stuff.
He lives in Milwaukee. He lives in Milwaukee or Wisconsin, so he's easy to get here. You know, that helps. He's Jaybone's neighbor, actually.
Hey, how I heard that
he's
Jaybone,
always under my bed.
Oh, hey. Oh. I heard that Jaybone, being the guy that he is, brought you, Trent, some of not you, Whupsie. He said fuck Whupsie. Trent, he brought you some official Wisconsin cheese curds. But you're vegan anyway, Whupsie, so you weren't going to eat them.
He was. Whoopsie's not.
No, but he didn't know. He's like, I got cheese curds, but none of it's for you.
Well, how were they, Trent? Do you have any left? Could you eat a couple here on the air?
Well, they're in the fridge. I have to get off of camera, and I've been off of camera long enough on this show. So.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
But were they good?
Jay brought me. He made it sound like he's getting me like, I'll pick you up a bag or two, and he comes in with 4 bags of cheese curds. Now he's trying to either kill me or make me happy, one or the other.
Okay.
But Wisconsin cheese curds are something special. Now nurse Nicole, she's angry that I didn't share any with her because she used to live in Wisconsin. So she's putting it up there. You didn't share any with me. I did not. Well, we were busy. I didn't get a chance to really feed you food, at least.
I just want to warn you, Nicole, that Trent, after eating 4 bags, and if he doesn't share with you, hey, it's not my fault, but he may not shit for a month. I'm just warning you. He may have some problems.
I'm glad that my bowel movement problems have made it to the air of this program. Thank you very much.
Badasses!
Now, it came down, guys, at the end to Shira, Eddie, Fallah, and Fulton at the end. So you had who you exactly knew would be at the end almost. And not I wouldn't say predictable, but you had 4 strong guys at the end. I liked seeing Fallah. I mean, Fulton and Shira face off. That was cool. The 2 huge dudes. They were hitting. It was a hoss match. You know, it was a. Jesus. You guys are really going in on me today. You know, the guy's 28 minutes late, and this is what he has to deal with. Everybody from all sides is giving him a hard time.
See, Kyle and I off air already nominated you for Scumbag of the Week. So
can I throw this in there though? I talked to Taya, and I said, Kyle, you'll appreciate this. Your name came up here. I talked to Taya at Bourbon Street, and I said, hey, I apologize, but you haven't been Scumbag of the Week in a long time. She goes, La güera loca. And she's like, how is it when I'm doing the scummiest stuff, you guys don't nominate me Scumbag of the Week? But when I was not too bad, I was Scumbag of the Week a month in a row.
Well, the scumbaggetry has really stepped up in Impact Wrestling. I mean, the likes of Ace Austin and whatnot, she's got a lot of competition.
Yeah, I mean, she does, but she's pretty scummy. She gives Johnny Bravo a hard time. By the way, we'll get to Johnny Bravo.
Well, maybe we have to rework the segment to Scumbags of the Week and hand out a couple Scumbag awards because Impact is filled with scumbags and Scumbag fans like myself.
Like yourself.
And you, Trent, for not sharing cheese curds with your lovely girlfriend.
Terrible person I am. Eddie Edwards won. What do you guys think? I'm going to start with Whupsie on this one. Kind of a surprising win. I thought you could make somebody else at this. Eddie doesn't need a title shot, on this one. So what do you guys think? Whupsie, what do you say?
I think this has been my only correct prediction of the whole night. Like
you called Eddie
when he won on last Friday, and then he was going to be number one. I'm like, he's going to win it.
Really? Okay.
Like he's gonna be like Shawn Michaels, all like from like the Rumble type of thing.
Yeah.
He came in number one, finished the match. But
okay,
I feel like this could lead to him challenging for the X Division title
with Ace. Now that Ace is champion.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say, Jay? You were there. Did you? I mean, you're wearing an Ace Austin T-shirt, so clearly you hate Eddie Edwards.
I could see that coming. This could have went a few different ways. I do like the fact that at the last show they put over Shira too, and that Shira was one of the last ones. That was nice. I like that. I popped for that. I'm happy for Eddie. Eddie's always been a stand-up company guy. Eddie has always been in interesting storylines, not always in the spotlight though. So this was a nice way to put a little spotlight back on Eddie, in my opinion. I was happy about this because I feel like Eddie is sometimes unappreciated. I mean, he is one of the hardest working guys. I mean, I'll put him up there as far as hardworking guys. I'll put him up there with Sammy as far as company hard workers. So I'm okay with this. I mean, I don't know what he's going to go for. I don't know if it's going to be successful. I don't think we can assume that, but just the fact that it was a nice way to appreciate him.
What do you let me get Kyle's opinion on this, and I got something I want to throw in on this one. What do you think, Kyle? Did you see Eddie? What do you think?
Well, I had a feeling like he was going to either win or get screwed over at the very end because he was the first entry. And Don and Josh kept putting emphasis on it in the commentary that they kept reminding you that he was the first person to come out. So I had a feeling he was going to go down to the end. Maybe he was going to win, maybe get screwed over and put over somebody else. But one thing about this whole match that I don't think got enough coverage or response on Twitter was that we finally got to see Havoc and Rosemary face off. I've been wanting to see that. Like that to me was a awesome moment, one of the best moments of the match.
Yeah, I agree. That was really cool. I kind of forgot about it till you mentioned it just now, and that's pretty cool. My thing was though, guys, I really think it should have been Fallah on this one. I say Fallah. Who has pulled off more surprise 5-star matches in the last year than Fallah Bahh? Like you could have made Fallah on this one.
Absolutely. Fallah definitely deserves some sort of push. And I gotta say, we always bring it up, but that episode last year where Fallah, it was all about Fallah and his championship match. That is one of the best Impact Wrestling episodes of all time. Every time they put Fallah in some sort of position like that, he totally knocks it out of the park. And the guy deserves some more, wins, some more credibility. But did Eddie have to win it? I mean, the guy's been champion.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's been there for so long. I mean, a lot of fans are like, it's good that they're rewarding the most loyal guy in the company. He's currently been there longer than anybody else in one stretch. This is I think he's been there since 2013. Been a hell of a long run. But did he need it? I don't know. He's in the midst of that storyline with Ace Austin. I don't know where they're going with it. And that's a great pick, Trent. I think Fallah Bahh should have taken a win on this, but I'm gonna pull a scumbag move here. Which Diener was it that looked real good throughout the match? I'm still learning. Okay, Jake Diener looked good in this match. He was very dominant. Madman Fulton also very impressive in this match.
Dude, oh my God. He walked past me at All Glory because a lot of the people were filing past me all night. And damn, just you talking about how people appear on TV and they look larger than life, taller than maybe they are actually, dude, Fulton is like, he walked past me and he was like the only person that walked past me all night. And I was like, holy shit.
That's a huge bitch.
That's yeah. I was like, and then on the opposite, dude. There's something funny is it took me like 5 or 6 times for Johnny Bravo walking past me to realize it was him. He was in a plain black polo and black shorts, and he was like the go-to guy, filing people from like the back to the VIP, or not the VIP, but the meet and greet area, and passed me like half the night. I don't know how many times, and I'm like, holy shit, that is Johnny Bravo. And then he came up to me at the end of the night during the Hemi set, and it just like shocked the hell out of me. So it was nice. I'll share some of that on the vlog too. But yeah, Jay was a star at this thing. Jay got recognized, guys. But no, Bravo's like the go-to guy. You know, he's like one of the best go-to guys. Like, he handles a lot of shit for the company. So it's he's cool too, man. Yeah, no doubt. But all right, let's get to the next one, guys. Knockouts Championship match. One of the most hyped matches on this one. Taya taking on Tenille Dashwood. I say it every week. Tenille doesn't do it for me. I don't ever feel like we're getting the most out of Tenille. I'm glad Taya retained on this one. I like that Taya really, to me, saved the match. To me, Taya was the star of this match. And actually, I'll take that back. Star of this match was Johnny Bravo with Joker's suit on. Like, can we just say that? Like, right, speaking of Johnny Bravo. Fantastic. That was a star of the match. It was Joker-inspired suit. The guy looked awesome. Yeah.
He's
amazing. He always looks amazing. I was tempted, honestly, no shit. I was actually thinking about it for a while, seriously. I was going to cosplay all weekend as Johnny Bravo, find some crazy flashy shit to wear, because I was joking about that months ago when he turned and we started talking about him. Yeah, dude.
Gonna need a wig for that one, bro.
No. Whupsie, what'd you think about this one? This, as you saw, Chicago really was more into Taya, I felt. Tenille, what do you think?
I actually thought that they were kind of more into Tenille initially, but I'm glad that Taya won. She's my eternal. So. I feel like she should have that title for, like, I don't know, as long as she's with the company, and hopefully she stays. She stays for a long while.
And we're talking. Shoot, this is how many days now with her with this?
I think she's creeping up 300, right?
About
close to
289 as of today, I think.
289. That's impressive, man. That is very impressive. That good for. I mean, look,
longest reign of all time.
That's nuts. I kept, for some reason, I never thought Terrell was the one. We always associated with it being Gail Kim as the, but yeah, Tara was Tara. But yeah, dude. Actually, Whupsie, you're right. You make a good point. They started off with Tenille, and I felt they turned for Taya because I think they saw Tenille really wasn't as dynamic, and then Taya was really playing it up a little better. And they turned and got more into Taya's performance than anything. But that was fun.
I mean, the match was good though. Like,
I think it was good because of Taya.
Did perform.
Yeah. I think Taya's what made the match. I think she really brought, because I think she had to prove it today. She talked a lot, right? The character talked a lot of shit, so she had to bring it, which I thought it was.
Oh, the promo was great on the Go Home show.
Oh, with the mirror. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was good. I feel like the match was good. I honestly, and Whupsie, I think I leaned over and I think I said this to you during the match. I think this match was Tenille's best match. And in the since she's joined, this was by far her best match. Now there was some miscommunication. There was you call it a botch, whatever you want to call it. The pile driver that looked like it was didn't go too well. On the outside of the apron there,
to the outside of the apron.
That didn't look too hot. But I felt like that move aside, the rest of the match did look pretty good from both.
Yeah. I missed that because I turned my head to talk to somebody. So I missed that. But I heard everybody kind of do that gasp like, oh shit, they messed something up. But aside from that, I figured it was a good match. All right, moving on, guys. Tag team title match. This to me was a surprise. What happened in this one? Let's get to it. RVD and Rhino taking on Rich Swann and Willie Mack, taking on the North. Tag team titles on the line. I totally did not see RVD turning on Rhino coming whatsoever.
Rhino.
I did not see that cat.
Can you identify who that is in that soundbite, Trent?
Do it again.
War Machine Rhino.
One more time. War
Machine Rhino.
I know this voice, man. This is TNA. Oh, it's Monty. Did you stumble into a bunch of Monty Brown clips today?
So what happened was last week after that Monty Brown tangent, I was like, you know what? I need a soundbite for Pounce, period. And when I was pulling up promos to take the soundbite from, he went on a little, he was talking about Rhino in the promo, and I just caught him saying this.
War Machine Rhino.
And I thought it was so funny. I was like,
Machine Rhino.
anytime that we talk about Rhino, we just have to hit that clip. Anytime Rhino comes up from here on out, it's Monty Brown.
So underrated.
Hashtag bring back Monty Brown.
Oh, I love Monty Brown. I didn't see this turn coming. I mean, it was a great match. I thought the match was really good. A lot of action. These guys can all go. Heel RVD and Kid. That's going to be good. Hakeem, yes, that's going to be a very, very good duo coming up.
It makes sense. It makes sense because Katie's a bitch.
What somebody said to me, cousin Brian. Speaking of, I think he said this to me, Kyle. He said, "Did Rhino and RVD actually finish their feud from 1999 2000 ECW?" Because RVD got injured. He broke his leg, and Rhino ended up winning the TV title. And then they had some matches back and forth, whatever it was. Did they ever finish their feud 20 years ago? And is that part of what's going on? Who knows?
I was thinking something else.
But that'd be interesting. Because what I thought was a trip, though, guys, was 20 years ago, those two performed in that same building under ECW. That's kind of cool. But I see. I'm getting distracted by what the nurse did, and she's mentioning it in the comments. I'm getting distracted. But gentlemen, I can't concentrate. She should be in bed by now. But
I love the rough stuff.
So North retained. I figure the North had to retain. We're going into X. We're going into Windsor. It's maybe smart. I personally thought it was going to be RVD Rhino win it, get the ECW pop, and then the North take it back in Windsor in Canada. But no, they had RVD turn, very unexpected. Where do you think this goes? I mean, obviously a feud for Rhino and RVD, but now for the North, are Willie and Rich in line for a rematch? Who else is in line? Whupsie, what do you think? And loungers in the comments.
The way I see this going is RVD's probably gonna cut a promo saying like, "What you think you could put me with ECW like has-beens, quote unquote," and then just say I'm the whole effing. Like, I don't do that whole, just because we're ECW veterans, we go to the same, beat of the same drum.
Okay.
I feel like this could be a good feud with Rhino and RVD. And I could see the North and Rich Swann or Willie Mack still feuding for the title.
Okay.
I want to share something real quick here. This is an interesting tweet.
Oh, what do we got here?
You see?
If you didn't see it coming. Oh, all right. If you didn't see it coming, you're probably wow. Okay.
He's gonna say I'm the whole effing show. He's like, I don't do the whole ECW, reunion thing.
Not a nostalgia act.
Yeah.
Or quite the opposite, and he's still pissed off at Rhino for putting the ECW World Heavyweight Championship in a garbage can and lighting it on fire on TNA back in the day.
That's true. The ECW title was lit on fire.
He put it in a garbage pail, lit it on fire.
War Machine Rhino
on TNA television. It sure was. He's right. That's a very sometimes overlooked fact, Kyle. We forget about that.
Fucked up.
digging up the history there.
I would like to see Willie and Rich get a run or at least get another shot. What do you think, Jay? I think those guys pulled it off pretty nicely.
Willie it was a great match. The ending was crazy because everyone just like I feel like the turn overshadowed the retain a little, but I wasn't like really upset about that, you know. Like I was rooting for the North. I love the North. I love Ethan Page. He's tremendous. One of my favorites on the roster.
You see this, you guys. You see this bias. I mean, the guy gets on one vlog, and all of a sudden, Ethan Page is like Hulk Hogan here.
I've never seen him put over the North ever on this show.
Jaybone has never put over Ethan Page.
BQ was the one that should have been on the vlog. He's the one walking around the show with the North T-shirt on.
That's right. But Jaybone is on Ethan Page's vlog coming up. Did you tell the listeners about this?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a star, guys.
I don't even remember you saying
He's a star, guys.
I don't think I said that part.
Oh, well, let's reveal it right now. Jaybone.
All right. So I was getting, I said the autograph. I didn't say the other part. So I was getting the autograph. Okay. I was getting the autograph, introduced myself as Jaybone from the Total Nonstop IMPACT podcast.
Oh, good for you.
I was waiting for that. Ethan goes, "Oh, really?" Ethan fucking popped. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. He popped. He's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "You talk about Impact Wrestling and everything related to Impact Wrestling." I'm like, "Yeah, we review the shows and we cover the news and all that stuff. It's just Impact." He goes, "That's fucking awesome. We need shit like that." That's a legit quote. And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's what we do." He's like, "All right, so it's Jaybone?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Jaybone?" I said, "Yup, that's me." And he put that and he signed it, and Josh Alexander signed it. You know, the quiet, but he was happy with with me being there and the conversation. And then Ethan grabs his camera, his vlog camera. He goes, "Here, put your shit over." So I said, "Hey, it's Jaybone of the Total Nonstop IMPACT podcast on YouTube," or something like that. And I did not say smash this podcast because that's usually what I do. But like, no, this is
it's an Impact
man. You didn't go into business for yourself. This presented itself.
This is for us. So he goes, "There you go. You're on the vlog."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, good for you.
Listen, I gotta say, sidebar. This was a very successful trip for Jay. He got people ran into him. People recognized him. He got on the hottest vlog in wrestling today. He's on it and plugging our show. So hey, shit. Hopefully people tune in. Jay, hopefully you bring in new viewers, man.
I gotta say this, and I told this to you guys off camera. I went into this weekend with zero expectations, and just to hang with Trent, maybe meet some people. Had no clue I was going to hang with like Whupsie even more than Trent. It was crazy because we drove everywhere together, and just everyone who came up to me or us or whatever. Thank you. I have pictures of everyone who came up to me. And what's hilarious is I feel so bad. I did not get one picture of you and I together, Trent. I feel like the biggest dumbass.
We got one of us three, me, you, and Whupsie, at least.
Yeah, we did get.
We can just crop out Whupsie and pretend like that one.
Oh, yeah.
It's a separate picture altogether.
Kyle's in that picture too.
Yeah, I am in that picture.
Oh yeah.
AL_TNI. I posted the real one after you guys tried to crop me out of it. Photoshop me out of the picture.
But
it's just I just want to say thank you again to everyone who said anything, shared anything from us. We're all there for Impact Wrestling because we love this brand so much. Yeah. I was never there to be like, "Hey, I'm Jaybone." No. I I am uber thankful that I'm part of this. I never take that for granted.
That's
This
awesome.
it was the most amazing experience I've ever had, and just an awesome weekend. And I'm very thankful to anyone who was a part of it. Period. Just
Very nice.
much love.
And a sidebar, Jaybone's a very good house guest. He folded his own sheets. He was quiet, but he sure as hell drank me out of all my goddamn coffee. That's for sure. I got no fucking coffee left at all. I buy these expensive K cups. I turn around and I got nothing but a battlefield of K cup shells. It's done. He drank me out of coffee.
I felt so.
Try cocaine, Jaybone.
Daisy K cups.
I showed up at the pizza party after I picked up Whupsie because it was just a few minutes away from the hotel where I picked him up from. And I told Trent when we were driving to my car, because I had to park a few blocks away the night before, I was feeling fucking off. I felt like I was like all coked up out of my mind, and it was just from coffee. 3 cups of coffee. That is it.
Strong stuff, guys.
I don't know what was in that coffee. I was like, felt like my brain was bouncing off the inside of my fucking skull. I was like, holy shit.
Hey, Gettysburg Battle, thank you very much for that compliment. Very nice. I think that's a very nice one. I just want to, we got to start calling out some comments here too, guys. But yeah, Jay,
Trent, before you got here, we covered the Impact Lounge pizza party where you guys made the guests pay for their own pizza. Yeah. And can you confirm that Impact Tribe member, Proud Lounger, Will inhaled his whole pie of pizza in 5? Trent, run this down first real quick. I want to hear your perspective.
If anyone's seen a Chicago deep dish pizza, as Whupsie called it, lasagna / casserole / trash, according to Whupsie, New Yorkers, he hated it. But it's this thick, okay? It's this damn thick. It's heavy. I mean, we got smalls. Smalls are good usually for 2 people. We got them. Everybody got a small. Except Jessica Douglas, who's another big Impact fan. She was smart.
And they put the sauce on top.
Sauce is on top.
I've never seen anything like that.
I took a bite of I finished Parmesaning my first one, and I look over and Will inhaled an entire small deep dish pizza, just leaving the crust. Just leaving the crust. That's all. It was a carcass of deep dish left. That's all it was left.
Is that you guys never ate 2 heroes and it shows?
Yeah, it sure does, man. I don't know how he did it though. That's not. Hey, Lakers, hell yeah.
You ever had a New York hero?
I have, and I like them. I love hero sandwiches. There's a place here that does heroes. It's called Heroes, but nothing like New York.
Back up, Trent, because I never got your reaction from this. I know when I walked in with Whupsie and I had my camera going to record walking into the room, and there were people at the table waiting for us. What was your thought when you walked in and found out that it was Vest Guy and Will and Jessica?
Well, Vest Guy is also William, as Bill. He's EC3 suit guy, Moose Vest Guy. Everybody knows Bill. He's the front row at every show. But yeah, I was shocked they were there. I didn't know they saw the tweet, but they caught the tweet and they showed up. So that was pretty cool. But and I know those 2, at least Jessica and Will. I know them from other shows, so nice of them to stop by. But no, damn it, Kyle, we couldn't pay for everybody. BQ he's not paying us big bucks to do this show. Even though we're the flagship show, the Impact Lounge. I'm eating ramen noodles every night for 25 cents for dinner. That's all I got.
Yeah, and Jaybone drank all of your Kroger brand K-Cups.
Not even. I had the good stuff. I had Tim Hortons.
Oh, the good stuff. Okay.
I had Maud's Level 3 Dark, and I had Pumpkin Spice. And Jaybone's like, I don't give a fuck which one of these are yours. I'm going to drink everything that's in sight.
He load the creamer up in there, too?
No creamer. No creamer. This guy's a psychopath.
Drinks black coffee?
Psychopath. He drank black coffee with the Splenda. I said, what is this? I said, what is this? What kind of Midwesterner are you?
You bitter human being.
I said, what? Black coffee? I said, Jesus. I mean, I got mud water out there if you want that instead. Black coffee? Unbelievable. Come on.
All us crazy sons of bitches in our it's the shit. It's the shit in the cheese.
Shit in the cheese.
Look who came from Wisconsin. These crazy sons of bitches. Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer. Do I need to go on?
Jaybone. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh God.
Oh God, what? Jaybone, display Sid Bones' comment right here. Please display that comment. Let's put that out there, guys. We should start a goddamn Patreon. I had to replenish my coffee stock. Black coffee's a drunk. Look at
More
that.
money.
Give TNI more money. That's
What
right,
money?
baby.
What money?
Shut up, Kyle. The illusion is what sells, baby. Just leave it where it is. But we need to get paid. We gotta go. We're starting a Patreon. Basically, the camera will follow Kyle for 23 out of 24 hours a day.
Oh, speaking of being
$5
broke,
tier.
I have to shout out the loungers. So I took it to Twitter last night because I am a scumbag, and I said, "Hey, loungers, can anybody hook me up with a Fight TV code so I can save
I
$10
saw
on the pay-per-view?" And they came out. They sure did. Instantly, people were throwing codes at me.
I saw
posting
that.
them, DMing them. So shout out to the loungers for looking out for a brother. I saved $10 on that show.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Look at that. People come through for you, scumbag. They come through.
They do.
All right, let's keep it going, guys.
No hot links.
What's that?
Support Impact. No hot links.
That's right. No hot links, baby. Come on. Damn it, Kyle, you're supposed to be paying full price here, man.
Hey, it's a nice chunk of my welfare check, Trent. Guy's got to do what he's got to do.
Poor bastard. All right,
Eating government cheese.
Yes, he did buy an Ace Austin t-shirt.
Yes.
X Division win and an Ace Austin shirt gets purchased.
After he won, it inspired me because we love Ace Austin on the show. He's been his build from just being a great guy in the ring to this storyline where none of us knew where this was going, and it's become like one of the hot. Yeah, exactly. It's become like the hottest thing on the show that we love talking about and joking about. I'm gonna bang his wife. And my favorite quote that I love to talk about is Alicia Edwards. What are you doing? We gotta get that. We gotta get that soundbite.
Yeah, get that soundbite too.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Can I share a t-shirt story here? So I wore this to All Glory, and right, that's the anthem one. Josh looks at me. He's like, "Hey, Trey, how's it go?" "Oh, you're not gonna wear that, are you?" I was like, "What?" And he's like, "It's the old logo." And I was like, "I mean, it's the new tag." He's like, "No, you can't wear that."
Better than mine. Mine still says GFW across the top.
Yeah, he wouldn't allow me.
One.
He's like,
Does
go? He said, "Go to the merch table and go get another shirt because you can't wear that one." So
wait, so that logo's done? Now they're going red officially?
No, they don't want the ring.
Oh, the six-sided ring.
But I ran into Bill Moose Vest, front row Bill, and he went to the Pro Wrestling Tees thing, and he picked that up for me, the Chicago edition Impact shirt,
just for you.
So I paid him for it. This is a pricey shirt, but I wanted it, so I had to get that. That's an awesome shirt.
That's awesome. Is that an exclusive?
Sweet.
That's an exclusive, yeah. Just for Pro Wrestling Tees, but. Working the merch table on Friday, they took care of me. They gave me another.
So
shirt right there.
you worked you worked the merch table?
I did work the merch table on Friday at Prelude to Glory. I worked the merch table.
Oh, they loaded you up. Nice.
They took care of me on that one. So, well, that shirt's cool. Yeah. But anyway, guys, let's get back to it here. We got another match. BQ in the chat. Oh, I thought I saw BQ in the chat. Okay, wait. Michael Elgin.
Going down.
Michael Elgin just pulled the plug on us right now. Michael Elgin and Marufuji. This was a very hyped match without any hype, really, to be honest. It's like one-sided hype. Marufuji didn't send anything in. Elgin did all the work in terms of hyping the match. But, man, this was talk about an all-Japan-style match where it was just a build, slow, methodical, and then it just became hard-hitting, Hoss-style stuff. This is the kind of stuff I know Whupsie likes.
I love the rough stuff.
That's right, baby. Especially so does Whupsie. So Whupsie, speaking of rough stuff, I mean, we see the bed sheets back there. They're obviously ruffled. Something happened before we went on the air, clearly. But let's talk about Elgin and Marufuji.
Welcome home party.
That's right. So what do you think?
I just got hepatitis.
What did you think? What the fuck? What did you think of Marufuji and Michael Elgin? Whupsie.
And then it was to a point where nobody was reacting in the crowd.
Yeah.
But then the only people I saw reacting was like these two guys that are, really into Marufuji. And then after that, they started getting like it was like a level. It's like levels to the whole thing.
And I think that was the thing. That was like the part, right? That was like you build it up.
But at this point, Mike Hogan, can't do anything wrong. Like when it comes to in-ring, like performances.
Not a single bad match all year. I think this dude has killed it all year. I know the two guys you're talking about. They were sitting across from you guys, or like on my side, like standing up the whole time.
They were on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor, and they were going bananas for Marufuji. Like
For the wrestling purists, it was like a great match. I know the girls behind us. They were like, "This is not awesome." When the first "This is awesome" chant started.
Oh yeah, those women right behind us. Yeah, they were not into this. It was funny.
Whoa. There were women at a wrestling show?
There was quite a bit of women.
There was like 4 or 5 of them.
Wow.
They were, at least.
They were, shall I say,
they were like behind us. Like right behind us. Like,
Yeah,
they were kind of leaning forward and checking out the Jaybone.
Oh yeah,
like the actual Jaybone, like DJ, the bone. It's the full bone experience.
I was like, hey, look, it's just like Joey Ryan, only a little grayer.
Jesus,
you guys swing.
It was like a leveled match. It was building and building and building. Kind of like I was gonna say kind of like sex, but when it comes to
this podcast is gonna get Jaybone divorced. I just
it definitely is.
Reiterate that.
No,
I'm full of shit. That didn't happen. I chit chatted with him a little bit. No,
I just got hepatitis.
I thought I was full of shit because of the cheese curds. Kyle, what did you think of this match?
A hard hitting, strong style. Impact Wrestling, love the variety in the show. There's something for everybody on the card. And if you're the pro wrestling purist, if you're the Meltzer, I need to 5-star, if I need to put a star rating on stuff, which I think is stupid, this was the match for you. But hard hitting, fantastic. I wanted to see Elgin win, and he did. So I was pleased.
Nice. Jay, any opinion on this one? Or as you say, an opinion on this?
That one right there. That's
Jaybone's alive. That's all we have to say to that. Okay, all right, good enough.
Oh, good for you.
No, I pretty much word for word agree with Whupsie. It started out real slow, but it told a story. But and I understand, like I said, the ladies that sat behind us, I totally get it. The crowd was kind of quiet. They were like, I don't know if we're gonna feel this. Maybe Marufuji was a little banged up. Yeah, he was kind of taped up. And maybe that's why it did start a little slower. They had to pace it, like he wasn't 100%. We don't know, but it ended up being crazy, hard hitting, cringe. I freaking cringed because we felt those chops up in the. We were second from the top row. You could barely see us on camera. Basically, you didn't see us probably through the whole show. I didn't really watch the show yet, but I'm assuming it was pretty dark up there. I felt those freaking chops up there. I popped when Elgin just. Oh my god,
the chops were intense. No question.
Just sick.
And in the chat here, Gettysburg Battle, Jaybone announces divorce tomorrow. Lakers Impact
Meltzer's reporting.
Jaybone had a great marriage while it lasted. They're in on it.
That's good. Question now, where does Elgin go from here, right? That's the question. I mean, it's a big win. There's a little room. I mean, he's already had the feud with Cage. Cage is. I still think we're gonna get the Cage and Sammy, but I still think Sammy's involved here. I wonder where Elgin goes. I mean, he's a top guy. He's definitely a strong guy. I mean, where does he go? Anybody?
It's unpredictable.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I mean, the Marufuji thing came out of nowhere, so yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I think this whole thing is you're going to see a whole lot of new shit coming to Access TV. This is going to be a start of a whole new chapter. I mean, stuff like the Eddie and Ace Austin stuff is going to either going to amp up or slowly continue, but everything else, we got a heel turn out of RVD. You're going to see a lot of fresh rivalries, and I think it's going to be interesting.
To keep Elgin out of the title scene for a while, what I think they should do is keep flying in different Japanese stars and keep having him put on these, hard-hitting matches and appeal to, the New Japan demographic of fans, the wrestling purist, as we say. It's going to deliver every time, and it's just something different. I'd like to keep that as a program. Keep flying these guys in, feeding them to Elgin.
It's not a bad idea. Keeps that international relationship going, too.
So either Trent froze or he's staring at us with quite a creepy pose there.
Oh.
He's just stuck in this frame, giving us a look.
Trent, your video froze.
Oh.
And he's gone. We'll get him back. We'll blame it on the girlfriend.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you, Trent.
All right. What's shit? Well, we'll continue. Side note. One of the things. Oh no.
We're gonna miss you, Trent. You were a great podcaster. You had great hair and a hell of a front man in a rock band. You could rock that mic.
You guys take off your hats, the sons of bitches. Show some respect for a guy.
All right, move along, Jaybone. Listen up. We killed off Trent. All right, Pete.
Funny side note.
He's in the undead realm now.
My wife said, you keep those Rizats out of the backseat of your truck.
Is she watching?
I doubt it. Okay, he's signing back on. He'll be back here in a second. But what's next here?
I think the ladder match, right?
X Division?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoopsie, you're the fuck?
Who left the crickets in here?
I guess I gotta clean more.
Nicole, Trent's girlfriend, just wrote, "I tired him out." She's on a roll lately, man. I'm surprised she could still go after a round with Moose. Break her in half.
Hey, I guess Trent knows a little strong style of his own. Eh? So,
I love the rough stuff.
All right.
Oh my God, we're gonna get so fucking flagged.
Psycho Sid Bones, you guys are lost without Trent. As soon as Trent leaves, everything just goes to shit. He's the anchor. He is our anchor.
Yeah. All right, Whupsie, your opinion on the X Division match, the ladder match, that insanity that we saw.
It was great, top to bottom, the whole thing. The spots, the action, AC and his spot, falling down to the floor, and the finish too.
I gotta say that from where we were sitting, where Whupsie and I were sitting, way in the back on the opposite side from where that crash was that AC did.
We forgot about the table.
We forgot. Exactly. Thank you. We forgot the table was set up prior. We thought he fell from 20 feet up in the air and crashed on a floor. Okay, still, when we saw the footage later on social media that he went through the table, that table fucking exploded. Yeah.
He had a good run. We hardly knew ye.
That
Welcome
table.
to the company. Now we're going to kill you.
Yeah, that's that was a hell of a spot.
It was so loud in the
AC
building that you couldn't even hear the table break. So we thought that he landed on the floor.
Yeah. So we were like, oh shit, he's fucking dead.
And then we couldn't see him at all. So we had no idea what was this like what happened on the floor. I thought he broke something.
So,
and then that Canadian destroyer onto the ladder.
Just making sure I hear the notifications on my phone because I got rid of the thing on my computer.
Yeah, that table disintegrated.
Kyle, your thoughts on this?
The hard-hitting crash fest stunt show of the pay-per-view. You always need one of these. Great match. But I got to say, Ace deserved it, man. Ace Austin was my pick going in, and he shined. But more importantly, does he get to bang Alicia because he's the champion now? Now he's got the gold. I believe on Impact, we're going to see the celebration party, and it can only go one way.
Yeah. Honestly,
does Eddie call his shot on Ace and get that X Division championship?
And that's going to continue the story between him and Eddie and Alicia, honestly. Nicole says, and then
oh God.
Oh God. All right, here we go. Back from the undead realm. No, not really.
This is unbelievable.
Welcome back, Trey.
You guys are so fucking lost without me. It's incredible. I really am the fucking anchor. I get on the goddamn YouTube and it's okay. And you got Whupsie trying to anchor. You two are supposed to be the fucking hosts here. If I drop out because of my stupid hitting this stupid wire right here, if I hit that, you can't rely on Whupsie.
Well, Trent, Nicole just told us that it was Acey's turn with her after, so I want you to know that.
What is she still awake? What the hell is she still doing awake right now? Unbelievable. Nicole, she's getting over. She's getting over on my misfortune. She's getting over here. This is unbelievable. Incredible. Did we ever finish talking about Elgin?
I just banged your wife.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we've moved on to that.
Sweetheart,
X Division.
Things were getting slow, and I was gonna bust out some improv Impact karaoke to heat things up.
Yeah. See, she puts us over. She says we're okay. We
had a great time with her while you were gone, Trent.
She should be in bed right now. What do we leave off on? Okay, I was asking about Elgin. Did we finish the Elgin talk? What happens next with Elgin?
No, we're gone. We've moved on from
moved on from Elgin.
Jaybone
What do
kind of operated the vehicle.
X Division match, right? Is that what we're talking about? Ace Romero. So my drummer, Gup, his thing was like, he's like, man. Oh no, actually not my drummer. My guitarist was like, man, is that one of those things where like you sign on with the company and it's like, here's an initiation for like we're gonna put you through a fucking table. Like,
well, did you hear? I played the bagpipes for him. I played the bagpipes for you too, Trent.
I heard it. I was on here. I was on the phone. I heard the bagpipes. That's nuts.
Ace is ending.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tessa.
With that was pretty cool too, though, man. I mean, I didn't see Ace winning though. Did you guys see Ace winning? Everybody thought this was it. Tessa wins. Option C. Sammy wins at the end. They challenge Tessa championship run. Dude, I didn't see any of this coming. This was a total shock.
I think I said Tessa too. I'm sorry, Whupsie. Go ahead. What?
It was another unpredictable match.
100%. Definitely did not see that coming. But it's good for Ace Austin. I mean, the kid's working hard, man. He's putting a lot in. This kid is the future of the X Division. He is definitely a future of the company. Very proud to be a part of the company. I like that he's always putting Impact over. He's very proud to be a part of the division, what he's doing. That's what you want. That's exactly who you want. And they're really running with him with this Eddie Edwards storyline too. So this is it's good for Ace Austin. He needed something to kind of give him an extra little bit of a rub as they go into Access. He's young, and fresh look, What do you say, Whupsie?
And now you know why he didn't have a match with Eddie on the pay-per-view.
Yes, that makes sense too, because everybody was wondering why the Eddie and his feud did not make it to the pay-per-view. Why did it go to why did it end on TV, and why is it going to be on TV next week? instead of the pay-per-view. But now I get it. I mean, it makes sense. He's going to get a belt, and he's going to run with that, and we'll see what happens. Now, what happens to Tessa? I want to know from the Loungers, what happens to Tessa now? Where does she go? How do you rebuild with Tessa? Let's start with Kyle on this one. Loungers, you pipe in some opinions here too.
You know, I don't know if she goes back to the end of the line. I don't know if this is it for her because, I mean, did you see what the Iron Sheik tweeted out last night? He was pissed. He was pissed.
Sheik tweeted out? The Iron
Sheik
Sheik
tweeted out, Impact, you had one fucking job, and it was to make Tessa champion. He tweeted
serious?
that out. Check it
Jay,
out.
you might have to find that, Jay.
There was it was a common theme on Twitter. A lot of people were disappointed. I believe the fine folks at Impact, follow social media pretty closely. Maybe this is to throw us off, and she's going to work her way back up. I'm not sure, but I see Tessa being world champion. I don't know at one point because I also see Sami Callihan becoming champion. So it's just I'm mind fucked. They got what I like about Impact is they keep it unpredictable. I have no idea what direction they're going in.
Here's my problem though. Here's my problem. And just to recap real quick, this match had Ace Austin, Jake Chris was champion, Tessa, Daga, Ace Romero. Here's my problem though. If Tessa wins the heavyweight belt down the line, like they're teasing at some point, who beats her? Like if a guy beats her, is he just the guy who beat? He just beat a girl. You know what I mean? Like, it's turned into one of those things. Even though it's like she's a wrestler, it's not a girl, not a guy. A lot of equality. She kind of surpasses the male female aspect because she's so good. But if whoever has to beat her down the line, are they just he just beat a girl? You know what I mean? Like, is it risky to put a belt on Tessa because of that? What do you guys think? Kyle, you're nice with you're pretty well balanced on sexuality and women's liberation movement type of thing.
That would be me. That would be me.
You exactly. Let's. What do you think about this? And I want to know from the Loungers on this too.
Well, to avoid that sort of emphasis, they could put it in a three-way match, like a triple threat. They could put it in some sort of gauntlet. There are fatal, whatever you want to do. There are a lot of other things to do. But like I said, they got me stumped. I have no idea where they would go with that.
Especially, yeah. Whupsie, what do you think, man? Could you see Tessa as champion? And if so, is it workable for like long-term storytelling?
I think the key takeaway with this match is that she did not look out of place. When she's during the whole match, you never her being a woman was like an afterthought. Like she's just being a wrestler in the ring.
Very good point.
I do agree with Kyle. I do agree with people thinking like, oh, she just beat a girl. If she wins and then she drops it to somebody else. Triple threat match, like a multi-person match, will probably be better to take off of her if she ever does win.
That makes sense. That's a very, very good point. Whoopsie. Jay, did you find that tweet or you just
He didn't tweet that, but I did see what tweet Kyle was talking about. I did see that. It was or something damn close to that, saying you had one job to do and that was to put over. It wasn't Sheik. Sheik didn't tweet out anything on the pay-per-view.
Pretty sure I read it was him, but
something about have a good day, you sons of bitches, or something like that. But no, there was nothing with the pay-per-view.
Have a good day, you sons of bitches.
But in the future is gonna go for the tag.
Yeah,
but I know there's a lot of mixed opinions on this as far as her winning or losing. Yeah,
who's going for the tag?
You're probably in the green room with the grapes and everything like that. But I think Scott.
The night
before
before,
announced it like all glory that at throwback is going to be Jordan Grace and Tessa challenging for the tag titles.
Oh, against the North?
They're going to have a run with that.
The Q&A. Someone said that in the Q&A. Said, "Hey, how about Tessa and Jordan Grace going for the tag titles?" And Scott said, "Well, I don't know." And he put it to the crowd. He's like, "How would you guys like to see Tessa and Jordan Grace go for the tag titles against the North?" And the crowd freaking popped. And that one guy, I don't know what the hell. What do we call him, Whupsie? You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark and his dumbass self.
Yeah.
Basically comes up to me and he goes, no one who's ever had sex with a woman would vote for that match. And I'm like, the fuck?
Welcome to Chicago Marks, guys.
And I'm like, I love that idea. You can hate it all you want. I don't give a shit what you think. And I turned around and kept watching. So then he walked away from me. It was like, yeah, get the fuck away from me.
Chris Benison in the chat says, Tessa shouldn't be world champ. She has a great story with OV, but I'm tired of them losing to her all the time.
He said Marky Mark. Continue.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying. And then he said, get her back to the Knockouts title and let her dominate that division again. So that's the other side of the opinions here. People want her to go back. People want her to go back to the Knockouts division. But I feel she's surpassing a lot of that. You know, and she's in a whole different. Look at Jay. Look, I heard stories about Jay's youth on this trip that'll make Kyle's scumbag head spin. That's for damn sure. We're not going to get it. That should be.
Let's go back
to have Jay on the Scumbag show on the Total Nonstop Impact channel.
He could be the first guest.
I think he needs to. Jay's got.
Well, we want to protect his marriage. I don't know, how these stories will sit with the fans.
She doesn't have to know. Yeah. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm a little lost on what they do with Tessa now. I mean, she's got a lot of momentum still. You can keep building her up. But
you can stretch out the story. You could have her go do something else for a while, and you can revisit this. If she's going to hang around for a while, there's no rush.
Especially since Sammy didn't win either, though. You know.
And on the topic of Sammy, real quick, guys. Actually, no. I'll wait till we get to the Sammy Bride match. Continue.
Okay, Moose and Ken Shamrock, probably the most hyped match of the show. With build in several different facets, different areas, different locales. They used Shamrock's school. They used Las Vegas Fight Shop. They did press conferences. They did documentaries. It's a big return of Ken Shamrock. He's the first champion under the Impact banner under the TNA days as the NWA champion. This was a big thing. It was Ken Shamrock's return. Now, he's 57, I want to say. Moose is 35. Here we go. See? I cannot get a goddamn word in edgewise about that suntan Superman Moose without her having this. But what did you guys think? Now I know a lot of big complaint was it was too slow, but my thing was, what did you want from it? It's Shamrock did a couple of big moves. He did a Hurricanrana. He did a dive. Some power.
That dive scared me.
It scared me. I thought he hit his head.
That scared everybody.
I thought it did. What do you think, Jay? You got something to say here?
I gotta say, I leaned over to Whupsie during this match. I'm not an Attitude Era guy. I was a WCW guy going like halfway through the Attitude Era. So I'm not a. I don't know how he was in the ring back. Versus The Rock is like I guess his biggest feud during that era, give or take, I guess a little bit. I know he was TNA champ, but I don't know all the stuff he's like famous for. I was excited he was back because I was like, oh, okay, and he looks like $1 million. Let's see what he can do. But I don't. Yeah, but I don't know. I was like, oh, well, he's gonna pull this off. He's gonna pull this off. I just don't know. The shit he pulled off in that match blew my mind. I looked at Whupsie and I'm like, is he known for this shit? He looked amazing.
Paul Nelson confirmed he's 55 years old.
55 years old, and he was doing freaking lucha moves. I was like, what? That was impressive. I was like, oh my God. I mean, it was a little slow pace, but the stuff he pulled off, I was like, okay, I'm not going to call it match of the night, but I was happy with this match because I put nothing on this match. I'm like, let's see what happens.
To me,
I kind of knew what the finish was going to be, but
to me, the match was sold before anything even happened, and that face-off happened. That to me, that was it. That was the build, and that's what it came up to. I was like, just seeing the moment. I didn't care what happened, as long as Moose had to win, right? And we have to agree on that. Moose losing, yeah, no kidding. Millard Harris, you're damn right, Jay. The things that this man did in Chicago, I can't even get into. It's going to be on the Scumbag show. You can't even get into that. I mean, he is. Meltzer is reported that Jaybone's marriage is on the rocks. After this episode. But it's Moose had to win. It was a strong win. I love that Moose immediately started dogging Shamrock online, and he went into burying Monty Brown. That could lead to something at Throwback. Who knows? But definitely, like I said, it wasn't going to be some insane match, but it wasn't bad. It was like, to me, the hype made up for it, no doubt about it. Whupsie, what'd you think of this one? I think I saw you sleeping in the bleachers over there.
No, I think that the most negative thing that against this match was probably that it came after the X Division ladder match.
Exactly. And I said that too, because the crowd's a little quiet, right? And my guys I was with, they were like, "Oh, are they not as popular?" I said, "No, it's hard to follow what we just saw."
But they did sell the match through the promo work and everything like that. So that's like the main thing for me. If you do like most of the work with the talking, it doesn't matter what you really do in the ring, because like, who expects him to do Hurricane Ranas, dives off of the thing? It was slow pace, but it was still like decent match where Moose still came out on top.
Mm-hmm.
And who knew? And in person, Shamrock looks way more jacked than he does on TV.
Yeah. Real quick, Hakeem Forth, and he said this a few times that next time I see Moose, I'm going to hit him over the head with a guitar like Jeff Jarrett. I want to be able to reach him. He's a goddamn foot taller than me. I want to be able to reach this man with a guitar. And Jaybone apparently joined the Crips in Chicago, according to Geddes.
Apparently, Geddes is trying to get me fucking killed.
We don't even go back to that. He keeps going back to that. He really, really wants to get you divorced.
Oh, that's good.
He's going into business for himself.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because I know all the.
So innocent, Jaybone. Jaybone's very innocent, guys. Bright lights, big city.
yes. To confirm, Jaybone did join the Crips out in Chicago. He did.
There's a dead body still in the trunk.
Gangsta Bone. There he is. I wish you had the LAX bandana handy.
This show's off the rails.
Gangsta Bone.
We got one match to go, and I can't. This show's off the rails. What are we doing? What are you doing, Kyle? What are you doing? Jaybone's so innocent. There's no way he can join the Crips. Street parking threw Jaybone off this weekend. He was shocked that we had to. I'm like, yeah, go find a spot on the street. He's like, I got to do what now? You don't have a driveway I can pull into? It doesn't happen. So these are innocent guys.
That's what he said.
He's like, wait a minute. You want me to park on what? I said, on the street. He's like, I don't understand. This doesn't compute. I need a driveway. Where's the driveway?
Where's the
Jaybone? I said, Jaybone, this is not a palatial estate here. This is, this is city living. You gotta find a spot.
I need something over the roof of my little head.
He almost went to the Marriott. He said, screw this, I'm going to the Marriott. I said, no, please. I have a comforter for you. But all right, guys, main event time. This was a big one. This one was probably the most important match of the night. And it had the most shocking finish to me. Brian Cage, Sami Callihan. This was a extremely built feud for months, but Brian Cage retained in this one, beat Sami pretty clean. And it was a no DQ match, which was not announced live. I don't know if you guys did I miss that, because I went back and looked on Twitter later that night, and they announced it on Twitter that it was a no DQ match. But was it announced live? Did I miss it, Jay? Whoopsie.
They didn't announce it. If they announced it, we didn't hear the announcers.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, we talked about it for like a couple of minutes during the match. Like when it started happening, I'm like, maybe it's like referee discretion.
They put it out on Twitter. I guess that was their way of, But listening back, maybe commentary did bring it up at some point. They
might have, because even the band was like, is this no rules or what? 'Cause like again, people were like, well, what's going on? Because he was throwing everything at him, but. There was some moment when Sami brought out the tacks, the guardrail, the chairs. I mean, it was everything. And I thought as soon as he got the tacks out and Cage hit the tack, he pile drove him, and I thought that was it. I was shocked that wasn't the finish. and he had a clean goddamn finish. I couldn't believe it. What the hell happens to Sami Callihan now?
So swerve, bro.
Clean.
No, we needed a Vince Russo swerve because I was shocked. Yeah, clean. But I was shocked that that Cage retained. What do we do now? What happens to Sami? OVE lost everything. They've been looking like punks. What happened?
They turned into a bunch of punk ass scoundrels, and it hurts me. It hurts.
Where's your OVE? Are you wearing your OVE hat? Can you turn it around?
Well, like I said, like I was gonna say, we're like talking about the X Division match. What's next for Tessa? Tessa said in the promo leading up to this, she said, once I'm done going for this championship, I'm coming for you, Sami. It's going to continue. But to what level, I don't know. So it's going to be interesting because it was Sami, or it was Tessa versus pretty much OVE. But now, how, I don't know how they're going to like amp it, change it. I don't know.
I mean, Jake lost the belt. Fulton got, he got eliminated. Sami lost. Dave Chris is not too active, right? I mean, what do we do? Like, what happens to OVE? Like, they didn't look strong at all coming out of this. I mean, Sami always looks good. That he bust his ass, but I mean, somebody needed a win. Either it was Fulton with the Battle Royal or Sami won the belt. I mean, somebody needed to win something, man. I think, I don't know. It was too much of a setback, in my opinion. I'm not sure. Hey, this could all change on Tuesday or next Tuesday, but I'm too confused, man. I think everybody thought Sami was taking this one.
Hang on a second.
So, does Sami get put back to the end of the line? Is he done, or do we have a rematch possible?
I mean, he put a tweet out and he said, he's like, it's not over. He goes, I think this is over. I'm still coming for the title or something. Like, he put out a word that he's not done. But how do you work him back in? I mean, Cage essentially won clean. How do you work him back in? It's not like he got screwed. What do you think? I don't know. Whupsie, what do you think, man? And loungers, tell us what you think. Can Sami be worked back into this title picture? Because I felt he really needed it, man.
Missed opportunity.
I have no idea what's next for Sami, but I think Sami is pretty much a creative, his own creative mastermind. So he's probably gonna come up with something that we're gonna love equally as much, even though we all wanted him to see him win the title.
Okay.
Well, I see it as a positive thing because now we know that Brian Cage is good to go and have the title reign that he wanted.
His title reign's been terrible, right? Up until last little bit. So,
but why didn't they take the title off him in the first place and put it back on him at this point? What was the point of keeping the belt on him this whole time?
I don't know. I feel like Elgin should have
doomed title run.
Elgin should have taken it from at Slam.
And I get it from a management standpoint to like, oh, well, you got screwed. Let's almost give him another chance almost to have a nice, successful run. He's healthy now. I get that. But everything building up to this match was pointing at Sami. But then again, does Sami smash a bottle in your wife's face and then get the moment winning? But there still can be a title, a rematch. There has to be.
I mean, how do you do it? Go ahead, Whupsie. What were you going to say?
I forgot.
But, from a logic perspective, it makes sense. Sami's gotten over on Cage every single time. The wife, the wedding, the, he pile drove Melissa. I mean, he's gotten over. He beat him at Bound for Glory last year. Sami has gotten Cage this whole time. So from a redemption point of view, from a story writing point of view, Cage needed to get a win. But I think Sami winning it in Chicago, he's huge in Chicago. Sami winning it in Chicago would have been amazing.
He left with a pop.
He did leave with a pop, though. He left to a standing ovation.
And then Sami was, flipped off the
crowd. He flipped everywhere off.
That's right, he did.
People keep in the comments saying that they think OVE is going to break up or regroup. I keep seeing that in the comments over here. I don't know.
I see that. They think OVE is going to turn on Sami face. There's some talk about Fulton breaking. I mean, I don't know. But
I really gotta put over the promo that they aired before the match.
I'm saying it was like everything was geared towards Sammy. I'm shocked.
I feel like it's gonna still go, with Sammy and Brian Cage, because it was too special what they had.
Moment of silence. Sorry, Whupsie. Moment of silence. Take off your OV hat. Tip your fucking hat. It's an OV.
No, I'm keeping it on, Trent, because Sammy is going to get his shot again. He will. Sammy will be champion. I don't care how it's going to happen. He's going to do it. But I do like Brian Cage. I am a Rob, but this was Sammy's moment, and they robbed him. But there can be a rematch down the line. I think they could still continue this feud. If Sammy's tweeting out he's going to hurt Brian's family and all that good happy shit, still can work out.
Whupsie, go ahead and finish your thought that you were saying something.
No, I'm just saying that they could keep going with this feud because the build and everything for this match was great. I feel like they could still keep on going because it was something special, between the two.
If Sammy does what he's saying about terrorizing Cage's family, that mean the kid.
That's not very babyface like.
No, I don't see that.
I see him as a modern day, almost like a Raven character, almost.
He's a psychopath.
Sick psychopath. It seems like the loungers in the chat though think he's going to make a turn, but I don't see that. He smashed Brian's wife in the face with a bottle recently. I just don't see it.
I mean, it's I don't know. You got to work it back in smartly.
But I mean, the crowd seemed tell me in person. Was the crowd behind Brian Cage, or were they behind Sammy, or was it pretty evenly split?
I'd say split.
Yeah, they just popped whatever was going on. It wasn't one-sided at all. It went back and forth.
Here's what was interesting. Yeah, it was. What's interesting is Chicago's got a lot of smart marks, but I was shocked that Cage still got a huge pop when he won, when he retained. Because I mean, we were like, "What the fuck?" Because here's the thing, too. At AEW, Sammy dropped the AEW title, and the idea was he's getting busy with Impact. The Impact title's coming to his way. It's like, we got to free up the AEW title, but I don't know, man. It's who knows? Again, Sammy's amazing, and he could, in my opinion, is the best in the game. And I think he can turn this into something cool if they do it right. I just feel I'm big on pay-per-view moments. That's the iconic moment. However, there's always the theory that TV does have the bigger audience. Access it in next week's, because they just clarify something in the comments here. Access has been airing Impact every Tuesday, but the actual first new episode of new content is going to be next Tuesday, the 29th.
Yeah, tomorrow night, this coming evening, Tuesday night, is the preview. It's hey, this is what's coming. This is what you're going to be. This is what we're going to be focusing on. They're going to be showing big stars from the show, some highlight matches from the pre-show they're going to show, which is actually, it's actually, as much as some people might not get why they did this with AAA and the Rascalz, this is the first original content that's getting put on Access for Impact Wrestling, and it's the Rascalz and AAA guys. Not bad if you really think about it.
All right, that's a good point.
I wonder if they're going to air the dark match that happened at Bound for Glory, which was Madison, Rayne, and Shotzi.
I heard that too. Because
Shotzi's going to NXT in a week. So yeah. So they might air it tomorrow and get it over with.
November-ish, something. Yeah.
Now, how do you think Vince McMahon and Triple H are going to feel about Shotzi selling pictures of her feces to fans on the internet?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I can't imagine that'll be a hit amongst the catering table.
All right, they're so desperate they might put it on WWEshop.com and start selling it too. Who knows?
Well, so you're saying
ratings,
instead of JR's sauce, they're gonna sell
Shotzi turds, shitsy Blackheart.
Blackheart.
But it boggles my mind how the WWE, NXT, both of them, it's like they just sign everybody and there's no direction for anybody. How can you properly use all of these people? What is the point of just? You've seen the story that they tried to buy Pro Wrestling Noah recently, or I think it was Noah. big Japan promotion to start WWE Japan. Like, what?
They got turned down, I heard.
They are trying to monopolize the entire world, the entire planet, and they need to be taken down.
They're desperate. Well, we'll see what happens with that. But
what did Noah say? Can we all do it together? No.
I did like seeing the Chicago crowd stop being smarky for a minute and go with the no and the bah. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, love Fallah.
But that was Bound for Glory weekend. That capped it off. What a fun weekend. I mean, I did all three, part of one of them. Epic feeling to be a part of it, and work at being backstage. I got to say, being backstage, I went there early to talk to some folks. It was pretty cool. There was a good vibe in the air. The talent was in a high. People had a good vibe. Everybody was liking it. They were enjoying their time. It was, Impact's in a good spot, man. The people are happy to be there. So it was a fun night all around, a fun weekend, a nice cherry on top of a good weekend. Now we go onward to Access. That's it. Now we're on our way to the new station, new stuff, new era, new colors. They did not have the Access t-shirt. I thought they'd leak a few of them out. They sold Hard to Kill, which is the next pay-per-view now. Did you guys hear about this? We talk about this already or no? Before I got on?
Oh, very briefly, I just mentioned it, but no, Trent, elaborate for the loungers that might have missed it.
January 2020, Hard to Kill, which meshes my two favorite loves of entertainment. It's Steven Seagal and Impact Wrestling. Hard to Kill, brought to you by Impact Wrestling. My entertainment world has finally combined. Location not announced yet. Some rumors going around. I heard Texas. I heard Georgia. I heard
Melrose Ballroom.
Not Melrose Ballroom.
Oh.
I've heard Texas. I've heard Georgia. I've heard California. And I've heard something Northeast. I'm not sure
Englewood,
yet.
Southside, Chicago.
Englewood, Chicago, baby. Where the ring might get robbed.
Did you say the Hulu Theater?
Where Triple A was.
New York.
Oh, Madison Square Garden.
Maybe. I've heard 4 rumored locations. We'll see which one it is. Whichever one it is, we'll definitely try to find a way to get out. One of us should get over there. Kyle, maybe it's your turn now.
Maybe it's my turn. Which, by the way, loungers, I will be at the November 7th and 8th or 8th and 9th. That Thursday and Friday, I will be in the front row. Platinum Scumbag, Titanium Scumbag. I will be in the front row. So please come say hello. Buy me a beer, whatever you want. Come say hello. I'll be there.
Yeah, fun at the GoFundMe of beer. I knew this would come up in the chat when I said my two favorite. I said entertainment loves, and Nicole's like, "What about me?" I'm like, entertainment loves. See, not you, not loves. My entertainment loves. You are. My you're different. You're a different kind of love, darling.
Who is that from WCW that used to say that? What about
what's that? Raven. What about me? What about Raven?
No,
Raven.
It was someone else I'm thinking of.
Raven. He did what about me?
I thought there was someone else that used to do that.
Technically, yes, you are entertainment, darling. You are entertainment. Especially earlier today. It was Raven. Definitely Raven was what about me?
I know Raven did that, but there was someone else from the what do they call that? The Jersey Syndicate. Who was it? Bam Bam Bigelow,
Canyon
used to say that. What
who
about
better than Canyon?
Who better than Canyon? That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of.
Brian Cage and Canyon was Brian Cage's like hero growing up.
Yeah,
and they were friends, and then Canyon passed away, and then there was he's done some tributes in his gear and stuff like that. Some of his moveset.
His arm thing.
Yeah. What was it again? What was it? Whoopsie.
It's his wrist brace or whatever, wristband, his long wristband. It's like a Chris Canyon logo.
That's right. It's a Chris Canyon logo.
I actually recently spoke to Chris Canyon's brother, real life blood brother, in a Facebook Howard Stern Facebook group. I swear. He put up a picture of him, Canyon, and Howard. Because something Chris did, he got to meet Howard with Chris back, years ago when Chris was still here. And I messaged him a few times like, hey man, real big fan of your brother and all that. And he was a cool guy.
That's cool, man. That's very cool. What the hell, Gettysburg Battle? He's offering my girlfriend $1,000 What is it for? What? I don't even want to know what the hell you're offering it for. This is off the rails. See what happens. You put a girl into a wrestling Shark Tank. This is what happens.
Offering money. Money.
I don't even want to know for what. Do not even tell me what for what. That's enough. That's
All right,
enough.
hit us with the plugs, Trent.
All right, let's go around the table where we get the plugs. Whupsie, where can people find you online? Let's connect with you. Where can they talk to you? Connect with the great Whupsie.
Any social media is the same way you see it right here at Whupsie, and that's it.
At Whupsie.
No numbers, no nothing.
Right there at Whupsie. Right there. Cool. Jaybone, where can they find you, man? Plug it all up.
Over on the Twitter box, you can find me at JAYBONE, Jaybone5150. Also run Smash This Podcast, that other little channel over on YouTube. Just trying to grow the single me, just me. Smash This Podcast is also on Facebook, Instagram, the Twitter box, and no Snap. Just those.
Very nice. Very nice. Kyle, you scumbag son of a bitch.
Yeah, nobody caught that. I was just playing the classic Monty Brown, the Dale Oliver remake of The Disturbed Down with the Sickness.
Yes.
Very interesting there.
Chris Madison up early morning watching us in the UK. Thank you, Chris. Go ahead.
Yes. Oh, by the way, somebody commented up there a little bit before and said he's been listening for a year and he didn't imagine me to look like myself and he thought I was like 18. I'm 25, asshole. Not 18.
You look 18.
Oh, whatever. Compliment, But yeah, follow me on Twitter, KL_TNI. And once again, if you are going to the Melrose Ballroom tapings about 2 weeks, 16 days from now, I will be there. Come say hello. Let's hang out. Let's have a drink. Maybe go get some pizza, whatever.
Yeah, let's. There's a gentleman looking to meet you, Kyle, who's coming all the way from the UK.
Oh God,
do you know that he's coming to Melrose? You know who he is?
Why such emphasis on he's coming to meet me?
He's coming to pick. He's got a bone to pick with you.
He's going to put this scumbag in line. He's
the Bison. That's what he's known as. Is the Bison. The Bison from the UK. That's right. He's come. He bought titanium. He's going to be sitting right next to your ass.
Oh, cool.
He's coming to meet. He actually is. He's coming to meet the scumbag. He wants to hang out with him.
Well, I will not be wearing the OVE hat. I will be stealing the hat that Whoopsie's wearing right now. I will be wearing that. I don't know what T-shirts I'll be busting out for that one, but I'll be in the front row. Like I promised, I'm going to bring a sign that says Ace banged my wife. I will be bringing that and
nice.
Bunch of other. How should I promote our show with the sign? What do you guys think I should? Maybe some sign ideas from the loungers right now. What sign should Kyle bring to that show? Because I'm going to be in the front row. It's gonna be on television.
Twitter's the thing. You got to do one that just says @WeTalkImpact.
Okay, I don't want to be too much of a whore in that way, but I'll do that. All
right,
do that ECW.
Yeah. ECWfans.com. We Talk Impact.
Yeah, We Talk Impact. Do that. All right, guys, you can find me at Vanilla Joke on Instagram and Twitter, or Hemi Music on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can find this show at We Talk Impact on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All one word, at We Talk Impact. Comes right up. Give us a follow. Also, don't forget you can get this podcast wherever podcasts are found: Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and YouTube at the Impact Lounge or the Total Nonstop Impact channel. But subscribe to both. Get on there. Look up Total Nonstop Impact. Subscribe to that channel. More exclusive content coming there. Kyle, the Scumbag Show is gonna. What do you stop me for?
Exclusive content. The vlog from the trip from the weekend is going on the original channel.
Oh, that's right. That's exclusive stuff. Jay's putting that together. That's gonna be on the original channel, the Total Nonstop Impact channel.
Just please be patient. I gotta wait for this thing to say, oh, we're waiting for 40 items to back up. Come on, work.
Take it easy. Take it. Relax. Okay. The phone. All right, what are we doing here? Don't you have kids you can hit?
So, fellas, how long have we been streaming right here? Hakeem Fullerton just let us know this is the longest stream/review we have done.
He's
2.5.
2 hours, 2.5.
And for that reason, I'm out. That's what he said. He pulled a Mark Cuban on us just now.
We're out of here, folks.
All right, thanks everybody.
World Zachary Wentz.
Give us a follow. Check it out.
We are
The Rascalz.
We love you. We'll talk to you next week. Bounce for Glory was awesome. Thanks for listening.
Impact podcast, baby.
Out of here.